predicted Mitch Garver's home run against the Braves. I had a contest for who would hit the first Mariner home run, and it was DW getting the win, and he graciously wanted me to give him a shout out for that, and I will absolutely do that, and thank you for being a channel member. Let me see something real quick. So I'll check the volume real quick here.
I think it's just now streaming to my platform as well, so
perfect.
all good there. Yep. Okay. There we go. Okay. Well, what, 4 minutes until first pitch? Got Hancock versus Ober. How fun. That's, you know, I feel like I never know what to expect from Hancock, so either this is going to be a really fun game to watch or this is going to be miserable. It's going to be one of the two.
So. Well, and we talked about that yesterday, like, you know, and it's not, we're not trying to pick on, you know, Emerson Hancock at all. I think he's done a nice job. It's just, he's done a nice job filling in. I'm just not super confident in him as someone that can shut down a really good Twins lineup, to be honest. It's stacked with left-handed hitters that can get to righties. So it's not meant to be negative that we think Hancock is a bad pitcher. It's just, I don't have the same faith yet that we have in Logan, George, and Luis, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing with Hancock too is like really his goal and his job every time he goes out there right now is to give us a chance to win the game. Thankfully, there's only really been one time he hasn't done that. I mean, you can maybe say that about the Braves start. However, I know only one of the earned runs went against him out of the 5 that was scored off of him, which, so I don't know. You can make an argument with like maybe 2 times out of the, you know, 6 or so starts he's made that maybe he hasn't done his job. But I think, you know, it's really hard to say with Hancock because it really relies on just his command and control. If his command and control is not there, he is going to get knocked off really quickly. So I will say, thankfully, our bullpen is very rested up. We only used Thornton last night. So we have basically everyone except for Thornton available. So that helps me a little bit. And I know with Ober, I made a video about just the Minnesota Twins in general and all their starting pitchers. Like, I think he's really changeup heavy too. I don't know if it's lefties or righties, but from what I've seen today, it's pretty clear like they're targeting this lineup to be very righty heavy against that changeup specifically. So
literally was just talking about that before he came on. So yeah. Exactly.
So we'll see. I think we have a good chance, even though it's only you know, it's Hancock on the bump, but it's like with this offense, you just never know. So
well, and that's the thing with this offense. I mean, you know, and I say to my post games sometimes, people are like, oh, you know, how I still think it's going to be good. I still like this lineup, and it wouldn't totally shock me if they put up 13 runs in a game. They will break out. I could also see them just doing what they did yesterday, and you just don't know. And they're so Jekyll and Hyde, and I feel like we're just so due for a breakout game. And like I said, stacking the righties against Ober, I think, is a really solid choice here. So we'll see what happens. Do you want me to take Mariners hit? What do you want here for the play-by-play? I'll leave it up to you as the guest. Or do you want me to do it and you be the Mike Blowers?
Yeah, I don't know. You can be I'll be the Mike Blowers for a bit. We can maybe change off here and there, like just depending on the inning, like per inning maybe.
Perfect. Sounds good. Just let me know.
The second, we'll just keep changing back and forth.
Love it. And yeah, Jake's background is awesome, William. I love the hat rack. I'm actually getting one too that should be coming in once I get things back together here. So
quick shout out Simply Seattle. Yes. I think Simply Seattle, the flag. One of these sign balls, the Taylor Saucedo sign balls, Simply Seattle too. So it's like, really got to support those guys. They help out the community a lot. So,
and they're just cool guys too. Like I've talked to them a couple times, and just really good people. I mean, they have just, you know, especially for like me, I'm in, you know, Arizona. I try to look for Mariners hats now. Luckily, this place like Hat Club, they do some really cool selections. But man, Simply Seattle is just loaded with great stuff. And they're not sponsoring for me, at least. I'm not sure for Jake, but like
me either.
You know, they are just Yeah, no, they are just awesome. So go check out Simply Seattle. Trevor, the contest winner for my member for the last stream, he got a hat from Simply Seattle from winning the contest. So that's where I got it from there. So
yeah, I gave away a $25 gift card for my opening day live stream. That was like the grand prize at the end. So they were gracious enough to sponsor that item, whatever you want to call it. So
that's awesome. That's
and
awesome.
so right now
Looks
I
like
see
yep.
Ober warming up, and he's calling for
Yeah,
the
he
ball.
just
So I'm trying to figure out if we're gonna have a delay or not.
yeah. He's got his, it says Bailey Ober changeup on the screen. He looks like he's actually coming set here for first. Yeah, we're ready for first pitch. So I don't know if I'm
so
ahead
you're a
of
little
you.
bit ahead of me because I just now saw Bailey Ober change up. So
Okay, yeah. Let me pause it for let me know here. Always the joys of the live stream because he's actually about to throw the
I'll
first
let
pitch
you know when the
here.
first pitch lands.
Okay, line drive base hit for Josh Rojas on the first pitch. So there we go to start it out here. Rojas wasting no time and not letting me and Jake sync up here. All right, I'm using a Roku TV, so I have to pull up my phone to pause it. All right, I just paused it and the replay just finished. Rojas just finished his swing on the replay.
Okay, I'll let you know. Okay, replay starting. Swing done.
Perfect.
That's close enough.
that's how we get. That's how we do it around here. Very technical. So great start. Josh Rojas, first pitch single. Julio Rodriguez stepping to the plate here with one on, nobody out against Bailey Ober. They talk about somebody that is due to put one over the seats here. 36 people in here. Do me a favor, smash that like button, hit subscribe to both channels. Julio fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. And also, please head over to Jake's channel. Give his channel a subscribe as well. And I got a lot of comments coming in. It's just, we're trying to do the play-by-play, so I promise I'm not ignoring anybody. Leave a super chat. I'll be guaranteed to see the comment. Not required to do that by any means, but I'll make sure I see it. Julio ground ball to third. This might be 2. Down to second for 1. On to first, double play. And that will eliminate the runner there. So 3 pitches in and 2 outs after a first pitch base hit. Yep. That looks like Julio did hit that fairly hard. I'm tired. I feel tired of saying that, but
yeah, it's like at some point, like I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, I talked about that with Ty France yesterday, where it's like, listen, the Savant page looks great, but it's like at some point we need results. Here's Polanco takes a ball outside at 92 for ball 1. 1-0 to Jorge Polanco, former Minnesota Twin. Got a nice ovation yesterday. It was good to see. I didn't realize he played 10 years in Minnesota. The 1-0.
He's been in the league a lot longer than you think.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I really, obviously I dug up some numbers when they traded for him, but I didn't realize he'd been around that long.
Mm-hmm.
Polanco, 8-game hitting streak. Is actually hitting 286, 2 homers, 5 RBIs during that streak. That's going to be in there for a strike outside corner, 2-1.
Paint at 93, geez.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. That's one there's just nothing you can do with that.
Yeah.
The pitch is up high to Polanco, 3-1. Polanco, the walks machine. And Julio just hit the double play too hard to beat it out. I usually think Julio's got a good chance always to at least beat it out. The 3-1. Line drive up the middle. Will this get through? Great play by Correa behind the back. Throws to first. What a play by Carlos Correa. Almost in the outfield there. Makes the play on Polanco. A little faster runner probably beats that out, but that'll retire the side. We head to the bottom of the first. It's the Mariners nothing and the Twins coming up.
Well, hey, I mean, I like the hard hits so far off Ober. If we can get that started in the first inning, even if it's not giving us the results yet, I'll take it, because that means later down the line, once we get through that second half of that second go through of the order, they'll start hitting it up and getting those base hits hopefully.
No, I agree. I did to a couple comments here real quick. Mr. Moses, appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. Good to see you in here. Trident's up. Hey, I know this person. She loves Jake's background. That is the Mrs. Trident podcast making an appearance in the stream here. Hello. So she is a fan of the background there. But yeah, to your point, Jake, no, well, I'll not say no problem. Don't speak for her, but I'm sure she would say no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, to your point, frustrating inning there, and Ober gets out of it at 5 pitches, but good contact, at least not the strikeouts. Yesterday didn't seem to be picking up the ball well. Today, at least so far, they seem to be, making a little better contact. Rojas with the line drive. Julio's is on the ground. I'm curious what the exit velo was on
It
Julio's.
was 90.2.
Okay,
Rojas
so
was
not
101.4.
yeah. Polanco's wasn't hit very hard. It was just hit to a spot where I thought it would get through. So
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I worked really hard on this background because if you see my like first few videos, it is basically just a white wall. Like it looks so bad. So I was like, oh god, I need to fill this out so it looks like actually like appealing to the eye a little bit.
that was me when I first you can go back and look at my original videos. I'm literally sitting on a bed. You can see the fan twirling in the background and I was just using my phone when I first started to do videos. And I mean, it goes to show that like, you know, if you can do good stuff, people will still watch regardless. But yeah, I'm slowly working on my background. I've just thrown things back here. I got to get that Griffey jersey up here very quickly. So
yeah, no, it takes time. It takes time to procure
yep.
everything.
But my wife is all about the backgrounds because she is like, you got to get it looking good. So I knew she was going to see that and be like,
yeah.
Emerson Hancock is on the bump here for the Mariners, and we are ready as he throws a ball inside to Edouard Julien. Julien gave the Mariners a ton of fits last year. 47 people in here. Thank you guys. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and hopefully we can both bring home a Mariners W. The 1-0 to Julien. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there. Yeah, always good to see swing and miss. Julien 204, 7 homers, 14 RBIs on the season. Batting average low, but power numbers look good. Rocco Baldelli, twin skipper, the 1-1. Change up in the dirt, 2-1.
Your play-by-play is going to be a lot better than mine.
That's it. I still have moments. It's tough to it can be tough to pick it up sometimes. A 2-1, that's in their first strike, 2-2. Because actually, you know, we're watching on TV, so if like, you know, there's a base hit with the bases loaded, I'm not sure who's getting waved around and stuff. Yeah. So I'm like, I hope they scored all. The 2-2 from Hancock to Julien. The pitch. Line drive foul.
That's one thing I envy about like announcers that get to do this for a living. It's like, God, that's gonna be such a fun experience. Like you don't have to watch the monitor the whole time. You can just look out on the field and figure out that, especially the depth of fly balls.
Ball 3 outside. Yeah, because that's my worst thing. And I'm bad at it at the ballpark too, to be honest. I am that guy that like a pop-up, I'm like, that's the shortstop's got it. 3-2 here from Hancock to Julien. Hancock comes set, the pitch. Line drive, caught by Ty France. Woo, nice snag there by Ty. That was stung by Julien. Ty France gets a glove on it. Yes, a nice play there by Ty France. It's okay to say it when he does something good.
He heard all the commentary about the defense.
Oh man, I mean it was a rough one yesterday. I don't know how much Ty caught that or that caught Ty, but yeah. Here is a strike to who is this? Is that Joey? No, it's not. Gallows on the Nationals. That's a nice snag by Ty. Gets his glove up there, makes the catch.
Oh, Larnach, yeah.
It is Trevor Larnach. Yep. Yeah, the Twins lineup is good. The 0-1 to Larnach in their first strike. Nice changeup. I remember last year, well, I'll talk about it during the break, but the Twins were a team that the Mariners were possibly going to play in the playoffs, and they just do so much damage against righties. And we're like, man, if we play them, you'd love to have like a Robbie Ray type against this lineup because they struggle against lefty. At least they did last year. I'm not as sure this year. The 0-2 outside 1-2. Nice play. William, great play there by Ty. Great play. And that is a fly ball to shallow left field. That is Josh Rojas underneath it. Makes the catch, 2 down. I wonder if he still has. Did you hear that he used George Kirby's glove in the outfield?
Yeah, no. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. It's weird because like I think one thing that like people who don't watch baseball, like they get that catchers have different mitts or gloves. I used to call them mitt.
So I still call them mitt.
Yeah, but all the positions have different like variations of gloves, you know.
Mm-hmm. Here is Ryan Jeffers is having another guy with having a great season. He takes strike 1. I didn't realize until I was in high school. I didn't play in high school, but me and my buddies would get together and play. And I grabbed an outfielder's glove, and it was huge. And I'm like, holy cow! I didn't realize.
Yeah, I used to be a
Ground
first
ball.
baseman. It's like, oh, sorry,
Yeah.
you're
No,
ahead
you're
of
fine.
me.
Polanco makes the play, retires the side. We'll head to the second inning, no score. Trust me, as we do this, we'll get more in sync, guys. So
Yeah.
no
Well,
worries. Go
I
for it.
was pausing it too to kind of like try to get back to you a little bit here.
Mm,
So, well, I'll keep working on that here. But yeah, no, I used to play first base, and so the best way I can describe a first base glove is just a diet catcher's glove, pretty much. It's just like a little bit less padding, but it looks just
yeah.
about the exact same. It's like clamshell shape. So
Yeah. Yeah. It's got that like half catcher's mitt, half regular mitt. I
mhm.
knew about, I always knew growing up about first baseman's mitt and catcher's mitt. Because in Little League, I caught a little bit and played some first base because I'm left-handed. So they would always stick me at first base. But yeah, and in the Little League, you're not really as, much like, oh, you need an outfielder's glove. And then got to high school and, figured out that it was different for sure. So,
Well, it's not until high school when you are starting to like take it seriously, Like
mhm.
before then, baseball is just like a side thing that you do. And then when you're in high school, you're like, oh, I need to start like getting serious about this and start being specific about what I use and doing like I used to do clinics year round even when there wasn't baseball
Yeah.
going on, and you start working at it all year along, and yeah, it's it's a grind for sure to get like even semi good. And
Yeah.
clearly I wasn't good enough because I'm sitting here instead of being on the field right now. But whatever.
You,
So
you accomplished a lot more than I did because I got through Little League and then a little bit in junior high. And I didn't even try out in high school. I was never that good at
mm,
baseball. Never my sport. I always loved it, but it just, I wasn't the kid picking the daisies in the outfield. I wasn't quite at that level, but
yeah, catching
but I
butterflies with your
was,
mitt. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You always had those kids in Little League that I always thought it was funny that, maybe not funny, but you always had like your better athletes in Little League in the infield, and the outfield, you kind of put the kids, and maybe it's because no one was hitting a lot of fly balls, but I do wonder if, because every fly ball, at least on the infield, the worst you can do is a single. In the outfield, it could be doubles, triples. So,
Yeah. So pitch one to Mitch Haniger up down the middle but low. It's going to be strike one. And pitch two is coming. It's going to be up in the zone right at the top. He's going to take it. It's going to be strike two. And the 0-2 pitch to Mitch Haniger. He hits it high and far. It is getting over. It is onto the second deck. It's a home run for Mitch Haniger,
let's
baby.
go. There
Let's
we go.
go.
All right,
That's what
Jake
I'm
is on
talking
the
about.
offense. There is no.
Yeah. He
We have
drives
that determined.
he drives a pitch high up in the zone, a fastball, and just hits it out second deck. It looked like it wasn't going to get out. And then all of a sudden, like the camera stayed panned down too. And all of a sudden it pans up. You're like, oh, it's second deck. Okay. You were just waiting for it to get over like 3 rows down. But nope.
I'm
Wow.
like a half a second behind you, so I was listening to you, and I was like, okay, wait, what?
Yeah.
There we go, 1-0 M's.
1-0 in the top of the second. Leadoff home run for Mitch Haniger. He has to be feeling good after that. He needed that so bad. Yeah, he just left that middle but high fastball, and Mitch gave it a
Thanks, Felipe.
nice
Appreciate that.
hack. It's gonna be a
Hey,
1-1 right now.
you're watching the game, babe. All right, look at you.
Yeah, right. Got a 1-1 pitch to Mitch Garver. It's gonna
Agreed,
be.
Roof. It did.
I don't even know what kind of pitch that is, but hey, it was a strike.
I,
I think it's a
I am.
slider
I
or
can
something.
identify fastballs, and that's so. Do not feel any shame. I am not good at that either.
Yeah, I don't really know where to go to figure that. I guess I can look at like the speeds and kind of match it up to that. So
Sometimes you can tell, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to them to figure it out. We're just here to celebrate and get a Mariners
right.
W's.
Mitch Garver hits a slow roller to third base. He's got it to first. It's an easy out. It's gonna be 1 out in the top of the second. I don't even know who their third baseman is. Yeah, and it's funny because when I'm watching the game, I'm like, I know who all these people are. And then when I'm like doing this, I'm just like, he hit it to the third baseman.
I used to actually write out the lineups when I did these, so I'd have it available, so I could be like, oh, third base. But you're so focused on like Garver Grind, I'd be like, oh, it just shows how hard it is for guys like Goldie and Sims, that the great job that they do, because it is not easy.
Well, speaking of Ty France, he whiffs on a, I'm assuming that was a changeup for strike one.
Flick.
83 miles an hour. The 0-1 to Ty is high and going to be a ball.
Go, Trevor.
Ty needs a little magic too on the offensive side. We'll see. We got the 1-1 pitch coming. It is in the middle of the plate, a hanging slider. He hits it really far foul.
Off the bat, I thought, like, initially right away, I was like, oh, he got that.
Yeah, he hung that slider too. He needs to keep that a bit more straight here. 1-2 pitch to Ty. Send up outside. He's gonna swing and whiff. Same as that strikeout he had last night too. That 4-pitch strikeout with the bases loaded or something. Yeah, that outside. That should have been a cutter, I guess. Because
I think that I would call that a cutter.
86, and that was 86. So that Mitch Haniger home run, 30 for 30 in all ballparks. So that would have been home run anywhere.
Crush.
Makes sense. Second deck.
Yep.
We got Luis Urias.
Good cut there.
Up to bat here. He is very, very interesting stat line. Very low average, but dude is only hitting extra base hits. So if he gets a ride of one, I mean, it's it's gonna be good.
Hannah always bringing the great stats. Appreciate it. Oh, that's it.
Luis Urias is down to 0-2 on the count. Took a cutter on the inside that missed off the plate, but was called a strike. Fouls one off. 81 miles an hour. That would be a changeup, I guess.
So did you know when the little circle on the strike thing is full? That means, like, when it's actually like fully white, that means if it was an automated zone, that would be called a strike. And if it's clear, it would be a ball. I just learned that like a couple weeks ago. Okay. I guess I'm behind the 8 ball. And I thought I had something cool, but
yeah, I mean, I hope they get that going soon. I'm assuming it's probably gonna be next year, hopefully.
Yeah.
I was a little skeptical, is like, if they, you can't have unlimited challenges. It should be limited per bat or whatever. But 0-2 pitch to Luis Urias. He takes it down and away. Well, not away. It was inside. Good. What am I talking about? I have everything.
I do that all the time.
It's a ball.
You say down and just down and away is just a natural. That's a good take though by Urias.
Another good take by Urias. Change up down in the dirt. It's now 2-2.
See if Urias can get into one here. Sneaky pop.
Had a dead
Sour, what's up, my friend?
Yeah, the 2-2 pitch.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He pops it up. Looks like it's going to go foul. It's going to remain 2-2.
There we go.
And talking about sneaky pop, hit one dead center in Houston. Not a lot of people can do that. No. So, if ridiculous home run.
I couldn't believe that got out off the bat. I was like, there's no way that's going to dead center in Houston is ridiculous pop.
Yeah.
That's where Taos Hill used to be.
Yeah. The 2-2 pitch. Ooh, it hits him right in the arm.
Oh.
Looks like he's going to be okay. Hopefully he caught a lot of that elbow pad there.
Yeah, caught kind of the meaty part.
Base.
All right, let's make him pay. Free base runner.
Yeah, just an errant fastball from Bailey Ober. Hits him right on the what's this called? It's not the biceps right here. The outside part.
Tricep.
I don't know what it's called. Tricep, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, like in between the bi and the tricep there.
Yeah, something like that. We'll see.
Demo.
That brings up Dylan Moore to the plate. 2 outs, runner on first. First pitch from Ober is out and low. It's called a ball.
Ooh.
Would have been a strike if it was ABS, but we'll take it. This context.
I like stuff like that. I'm not hard on the umps. That's a tough call. That could go either way. That's a call that I don't fault them for.
Okay, the 1-0 pitch to Dylan Moore. It is right in the middle of the plate. Dylan Moore drives it to left center. Is it going to get out? It is not. It's going to hit off the fence. That's going to be easy double. Is Urias going to go to third? I can't see. Urias scores. Let's go, Dylan Moore.
That's where it's so hard because we don't have the volume. So
yeah.
I don't know if he's rounding third. Let's go, Demo, baby. Let's
Demo
go.
drives in Luis Urias first to home on a double off the wall in left center.
I was like, he better score because there's 2 outs, so he's running. I'm like, there's no way. But I'm with you. I'm like, did they send him?
Nice. He absolutely drilled that. I mean, it was a middle fastball. You would hope that he would crush those.
That's
Urias
got to
doesn't
be
look
out
like a
in a handful
particularly
of parks.
fast guy, so I was a bit
No.
skeptical. But I
I
think he
was
probably
too.
got a pretty good jump because that was pretty obviously gap from the get go.
Yep. And
That
with
brings up
2 outs,
Sebi
he's running.
Savala.
Come on,
Can we
Sebi.
get some
Little
magic
base
from
knock
Sebi
here.
Savala? Base knock would score Dylan Moore. He whiffs at the first pitch, 86 miles an hour, right in the center of the plate.
I'm putting the call for a Sebi RBI single here. I'm feeling it right here.
I'll take it. I mean, this is already going a lot better than last night.
Yes.
Ooh, Sebi takes 186 right down the middle of the plate again, but he takes it
hanging changeup.
0-2. He's got to know he's not going to get a strike right here.
Yep. Last 4 games, Sebi 5 for 12, 2 doubles, 3 runs, and RBI. Been solid.
Well, that Colorado game specifically.
Yeah, that's carrying the load right now.
He whiffs at a slider, goes down swinging. It's going to be end of the top of the second. Mariners get 2 runs, a Mitch Haniger home run and a Demo double. RBI scores Luis Urias from first base. We have a 2-0 ball game in the middle of the second. The Mariners. So I will take it. I like that.
And we now know that Jake has the magic on the offensive side of the ball. So
can I have it on the pitching side? Let's see.
Yep. Now we got. I did have a 1-2-3 with Emerson pitching, so we'll see what happens. Again, welcome in, guys. 54 people in the stream. Welcome in. Do me a favor, smash that like button. If you're new to either of our channels, please hit subscribe on mine, and then you're going to head over to Jake's at Raise the Trident. I keep wanting to say you love to see it, but is now Raise the Trident. Head over there, hit subscribe on his channel. Great content creator. And yeah, just welcome in. I will say, if you guys, have a question, comment, super chat is the best way to make sure we see it. It's just, we're trying to do the play-by-play here and everything. So I promise not ignoring any comments or anything like that. But thank you guys all for joining us. Truly, truly appreciate all your supports. Get this come from the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Moses. And squads, I want to feel like we were playing. Oh, Moses, I'm with you, man. You know it. I think this team's going to win the division. It's not going to be easy, but I am with this team, ride or die. I think that's a good squad.
I think it'd be
William
fair to
says,
bet on the wild card at least.
Yeah, listen, when I say I think they're going to win the division, is not meant to be like, we got this. It is going to be a battle to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'll take either one. So it's not a definitive, oh yeah, we're rolling through the West here, but I do think they can. I absolutely believe this team is capable, and hopefully maybe this is the start of the offense getting cooking a little bit.
Oh, here we go. Hancock, baby. I need you to have a good inning, not to ruin my mojo here.
Jake is dialed in. Hey, Flick, Flick, we got to have a little hope, man. We do. You know when things go wrong, though, I'll give up hope quickly. So,
well, Hancock gets the first pitch down into the strike zone for 0-1 to Max Kepler, who's been on a absolute scorcher recently, and gets him quickly down to 0-2 on a foul ball.
Yeah, this whole Twins lineup just dialed. I mean, they won 11 in a row or 12 in a row, so I guess no shock that they're dialed in.
Hancock the pitch 0-2. Looks like it's maybe going to be fouled off. Luis Urias might be able to get there. He's under it and catches it in foul territory. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Good start.
Yeah, Hannah, I still don't know what team. I think, are you a Dodgers, Braves? I'm not sure, but I do always appreciate your support and you being in the chat. They didn't quite get our 161-1 that we talked about though opening day.
By the way, Dylan Moore's double would have been out in 6 parks.
I was curious what that was because that was crushed.
Carlos Correa, first pitch to him is going to be outside middle, but is called a strike. Right on that corner.
ABS?
Yeah, would have been a strike. So it definitely was, but it was very much, most of that ball was outside, but clips it a bit. Does another one. How far, I can't even talk. What was I trying to say? However, it was too far outside. It's going to be 1-1 count to Correa. Correa hits a pretty easy ground ball to Dylan Moore, who throws it to first. It's going to be 2 outs.
So I got I got to ask you, sweetheart, are you really upset? There's no big dumper in the lineup today. That's her guy. That is my wife's favorite player. She loves Cal Raleigh, and I don't. That's my favorite player too. So
Yeah, I would say my favorite is Logan Gilbert. I'm a big Gilbert guy. Gilbert stan. Pretty much since I started watching the team, and then Josh Rojas is like my number 2 right now because dude is killing it, and he was kind of that guy at the beginning of the season when everyone's like, who's like your guy, and I was like, I'm gonna say Rojas. I think he's gonna have a good season. So far, it's working out. 1-0 pitch to Alex Kirilloff from Hancock is going to be ball 2.
He's got to get a day off. He got to manage the workload a little bit. So
yeah, maybe we'll get some Sebi Zevi as from the Colorado series.
There we go.
Gets Kirilloff to weekly foul it off. See, I'm gonna learn throughout the stream here. Get my words in order.
This is a family affair. Yes, your Phillies are the Phillies are red hot right now. They are red hot.
2-1 pitch is way outside from Hancock. He definitely slipped that one off.
Yep.
It's gonna be 3-1 to Alex Kirilloff. 3-1 pitch to Hancock. Nice pitch in the well, that'd be bottom outside to a lefty. Gets him to foul it off. It's now 3-2 full count. Going for his third out to get out of the second inning unscathed. Okay, 3-2 pitch from Hancock. Be right in the middle of the plate, 95 miles an hour. Kirilloff hits it really far left center, but Julio catches it. There, kind of runs into Josh Rojas, but he gets the third out and catches it. Oh, brother! You could go ahead with that.
I will give them a little pass because Rojas hasn't played a lot of left field, so that could just be something that. But man, someone's going to get hurt eventually. And I don't. Yeah. It's frustrating, or and hopefully nobody hurt, but at least like you're going to lead to a hit or a run scored in those situations there. So, I know it's easier said than done, but
I tweeted it out after the Houston game 1 where him and Haniger collided. It's like they should do pitch calm, but for the outfielders.
Yes.
So that they can like talk to each other and like I don't really know how it would work necessarily, but it needs to be something where they can communicate or at least like I don't know, kind of goes into their ear and there's like a microphone there too, and all it does is kind of like those headphones that more or less just like amplify what's around you, if that makes sense. I don't know, something like that, but there needs to be something. There's probably not been enough injuries to like warrant the Major League Baseball, like MLB, to like put money into doing that, but at some point, at least this year, I'm really worried that Julio's going to be on the IL for something like that. So
yeah, and that's my concern too. That's actually a good call because they said in Houston they couldn't hear each other and it was loud there in Houston that weekend. But, out there, and listen, I will say it's a lot harder than people think because you're so we can see it happening. But for these guys, they're out there looking at the ball. So I get why it can happen. Like I said, Rojas hasn't played a lot of left field, and Julio's range is so ridiculous that, he can get to anything. But at some point, you've got to like get that figured out. Like I said, maybe they can work on something like that for baseball. That would be a good idea. But like, it's going to take an injury, unfortunately.
Like, I think they should do a thing where there's like something they wear on their chest, and when they're going to a ball and they say they got it, they like hit it, and then there's a speaker that says like Julio, Julio, something like that, where they, I don't know. That was just my idea, but
I like kind of like a Darth Vader breathing apparatus. Rojas takes low 1-1
obligations,
right? Yeah, that's the problem with that. Here is Jake's guy, Josh Rojas, up to the plate. My guy, I love Josh Rojas. The 1-1. Fouls it straight back. He was all over that changeup. Ooh. 1-2 to Rojas. Rojas not only like is he just playing great baseball, seems like a great guy too, and that makes it easy to root for. The 1-2 from Bailey Ober to Josh Rojas is up high, 2-2.
Yeah,
remember, guys, smash that like button.
Go ahead.
Oh, so they smash that like button, hit subscribe, and however to Jake's channel, hit sub on Raise the Trident as well. The 2-2 to Josh Rojas. is a little outside, 3-2.
Yeah, my guy Aaron, who writes for the Diamondbacks, he
Mhm.
knows Josh Rojas pretty well, so he definitely
Yep.
convinced me to be on the trade.
Nice. Yeah, I watched you and Aaron do the D-back series preview. Was really good. The 3-2 to Rojas swing and a miss. Good change up there from Ober. Rojas way out in front of it, and that is out number 1. I was actually going to message Aaron before the D-back series, try to get him on to a series preview, but I just didn't have enough time to like collab anything like that for that, unfortunately.
Yeah, we had to whip it up pretty quickly there. It was like, okay,
it was really good.
20 minutes.
Right. I know. I enjoyed it. Here's the pitch to Julio. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 92-mile-per-hour fastball. Julio grounded into a double play his first time up. Ober at 39 pitches here through 2 1/3. He comes set, working quickly. His 0-1. Julio takes. Good take there. 1-1. With the new pitch clock and everything, we don't have as much time in between pitches to break things down, unfortunately. The old baseball, we could have.
Sour Vidal, are you talking about my mic that's quiet? Or are you talking about Jay's? Because I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Who's
Trident's mic is.
Trident's?
With the one, we both could use a razor, I guess. This is the battle of the beards here. So let me know who it is, and I can adjust my volume.
Me too.
1-2 here to Julio. The pitch up high, 2-2. Julio 9 more.
That Kirilloff flyout would have been out in 3 parks, so he hit that pretty hard.
Yeah, and I'm curious. I'm always curious why. I wish they always put what 3? Julio grounder foul.
I think they do. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
That would have been out in Fenway, Wrigley, and Citi Field.
Okay. Yeah, Citi Field for sure. That makes sense. Fenway, I'm surprised that would have gotten over the monster. That's
right.
Always my right. The 2-2 to Julio is low, 3-2. Good take.
I think the monster is a lot closer than we think.
That's what it is. It's like it's so much further in that it would have carried it. But yeah, I'm always not sure about the height thing when we're dealing with the monster. Right field, anytime there's one to right field, so 1 out of 30, I know it's Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
The 3-2 from Ober to Julio. Come set the pitch. Grounder foul. Do it again. At least making Ober throw some pitches here.
Surprisingly enough, Dylan Moore's double earlier would have been out at Camden Yards. So
wow,
we know what that left field's like.
I think it caught just enough of left center. I think that's what that was there. The 3-2 to Julio. Up high, ball 4. Good take. Now you got Julio's speed on the base pass. Good to see. Would it have been out at T-Mobile? I don't think so.
Which one?
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot there.
No, neither Kirilloff's or Dylan's would have been out at T-Mobile.
I kind of figured, but like I said, there's always ones that surprise me. There's always certain alleys and ballparks that surprise me where they're susceptible to home runs. Here is Jorge Polanco. Takes inside, ball 1, gets away, but not enough from the catcher Jeffers. He keeps it in front of him. Julio can't advance.
I feel like Jorge has to have his home run moment while he's in Minnesota.
It feels like a good time for it. I agree. Got to get one in your return to a new park. Or excuse me, to your old park. Throw back to first. Julio's back in time. I don't think they attempted the tag there. Former Mariner Carlos Santana manning first base. Santana's one of those guys I will never hate. He did so many big moments that, I mean, I don't care what he does on the field. Like, I will always have love for Carlos Santana. The 1-0 to Polanco. Ober comes set. And the pitch. Fly ball. Right to the right fielder. I believe that's Kirilloff out there. Kepler makes the catch. There's my bad tracking of fly balls.
I was thinking for a second too when I saw
Okay.
I was like, oh, here we go.
And that was right to the right fielder there. That will bring up as Julio and Carlos Santana have a little fun over at first base. Who was batting for it? Oh, Mitch, right? It's Mitch Haniger. Mitch Haniger, who homered his last at bat. Ober comes set. Let's do it. Let's have let's have like a 4 home run game or something crazy in this game with us calling it. Ober really coming set. Long hold there. Pitches low and outside. 1-0. Would you send Julio here? 2 outs. Worst case is Haniger leads off next inning.
Well, it depends who's the catcher. Is it the guy? What's it called?
Jeffers.
Jeffers. I don't really know enough to know about his arm, to be honest.
Good change up there. Drops in for a strike.
Just with those 2 outs, I mean, I would just wait, probably.
Yeah. See if Mitch can get into another one here or something. Put one in the gap, let Julio run. A lot of room out there at target field. Throw over to first. Julio. Santana's not even on the bag with those. So it looks like they're closer than they are, but Mitch Haniger, 7 career multi-home run games. His last came September 29th, 2022 versus the Rangers. I believe that was the game before the Mariners clinched a playoff spot. The 1-1 from Ober to Haniger, and he goes around 1-2.
Put the game cast up. I can figure that out in between.
Yeah, good call, JW. I'm so untechnologically savvy that I wouldn't even know how to do that.
I can share the screen. I can share screens from my end, thankfully, since I'm the one hosting it. So, but it's letting me. So
perfect. Yeah, throw it in there. Haniger swings and misses. Change up. Good change up there from Ober. That'll retire the side. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Mariners 2, Twins nothing. If the Twins score this next inning, you're probably gonna have to take over all the play-by-play because I just won't have the juice apparently. So
yeah. Okay, let me see what I can figure out for the game cast here.
Sweet. 61 people in here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hit that like button as always. Hit subscribe on both of our channels. And if you want to make sure a comment gets read, leave a super chat. Again, not required. I'll try to get to as many as I can, but that's an easy way to make sure the comment will be read.
I'm almost to 300, so get me to 300.
Yeah, let's get we need to get Jake to 300. What are you at? 290?
Like 295 or something, I think.
Come on, guys. Let's get Jake to 300 right now. 5 subs. I know there's 5 of you in here that aren't subbed. Go over there, hit subscribe. Let's get him to 300 right now.
Okay.
There we go.
I think
do I need to hit add to stage?
Studio, though.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you might
Let
have
me
to edit it here to make it smaller.
Yeah. That's not going to work. That's
well, that's not going to work either.
oh, there we go. Okay.
So I think if you I don't remember how to do it. I haven't
there we go.
StreamYard enough to tell you.
Yeah.
Like there's a way to edit the screen or edit the scene. So there's like a way to edit the scene. And then I think from there you can crop it by using like Alt and then the crop tool for the thing.
Yeah.
Or you can at least just make our cameras bigger. I guess that could work too. But
see, I don't even know how to.
I will say that the Gamecast is currently like 2.5 pitches ahead of what we're watching.
Yeah, so I don't.
So maybe we don't, just because that is pretty far ahead.
Yeah, if it's that far ahead, guys, next time I'll figure it out. I'll do it ahead of time, everybody, and I'll try to get that figured out a little bit more. That's strike 1 to Castro, 0-1, and I'll try to get that up so it's just like the banner or something like that for everybody. So good call on that. Whoever recommended that, I do appreciate it. And Jake's channel is Raise the Trident, William. Go check it out. Just type it in the search bar. It should come up, and it should be linked in the description down below. Castro fouls that off, 0-2. And there you go. Jake's got the link for you right in there. There's a look at Scott's service. Castro 31 hits this year, leads the Twins. Hancock's got him 0-2. Emerson comes set. And the pitch. Line drive into center field. Julio's got that. Makes the catch. 1 down. Hit pretty hard there by Castro, but not going to get too much past Julio Rodriguez out there. That's the one thing with Julio. The bat's struggling, but still provides enough defensive value that even in the struggles, you've still got a solid everyday player out there. Definitely want the bat to heat up, just for anybody listening. I'm not saying that we don't want Julio to get going. Santana takes a strike. I will say so far the strike zone feels pretty solid. I'm not sure. Is that Larry Vanover behind the plate? That's what it looks like with the gray hair. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. I'm curious. I got to check and see who that is calling balls and strikes. Old friend Carlos Santana. A bit of a rough year. Does still have 4 home runs, though. Pop still there for Carlos. The 1-1 pitch to Mr. Santana is outside, 2-1. A Mariner legend, Carlos Santana.
Absolutely.
2-1 here from Emerson Hancock. He comes set, the pitch. That is a strike. Top of the zone. Good pitch there.
Nice
Fastball's
pitch.
a little move. Yeah, a little movement on that too. 2-2. Santana digs in. Go ahead.
I was saying lots of tail away from lefties.
Yep. And he did it again there. Fly ball, left field or center field. Julio's got it. And there's 2 away. No, that was Rojas was moving a little bit, but yeah, great call. Some good run on that pitch, and it's tailing away, like you said, from the lefties. And right there is a perfect example. Santana pops it up. 2 down, and that will bring up the number 9 hitter, who is
Jose Miranda.
Jose Miranda. There's your thing. There's your third base guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Miranda swings and fouls it off. Time for a little whiskey. It's almost beer time for me, so I'll wait till after the game. I'm never sure if I can have a beer on these streams, if that's considered like something that you, right? Yeah,
put it in a cup or something.
Right. The 0-1 to Miranda takes low 101. He's hitting 281. Man, everybody except Santana in this lineup is just on fire. So far, so good for Emerson Hancock. Last 8 games, a 1.040 OPS for Miranda. Hancock comes set, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good change from Emerson there. 1-2. Hancock 1 strike away from retiring the side here in the third. 2-0 Mariners. Miranda will take his time out. 62 people in here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Truly, truly appreciate it. Hope you're all having a great Tuesday night. And hopefully we bring you home a W. The 1-2. Line drive, base hit into right field. Elevated fastball. Miranda just goes the other way with it into right. Don't have to worry about any no-hitter or anything. So
yeah. Not going to be calling a perfect game here now.
You know what? That would have been cool, though, to have our live stream be a perfect game, but I don't think they would have left Emerson. I don't think they would have left Hancock in for it, unless it was like 13-0 and he had like 90 pitches. Probably would have been pulled anyways, and we'd had to debate that. So here is Edouard Julien. The pitch is outside 1-0. Got to be careful to this guy. Good hitter. Miranda on at first. 2 down here, bottom of the third. Julien lined out to tie in his first at-bat. Hancock comes set. The 1-0 is outside 2-0. Pitching Julien careful here. Julien 0 for 5 so far this series. Hancock looks off the runner. Comes set in his 2-0 pitch. Right down the middle there. Good pitch, 2-1. Not quite down the middle, a little low. Good pitch. 93 from Hancock. Fastball's got good movement. The changeup looks good from Emerson Hancock so far tonight.
Yep.
Julien 123 WRC plus so far this year. Hancock's 2-1 is outside 3-1. Fastball just running away. Good pitch. I mean, that's not a good pitch, but the idea here to Julien, try to get that little 2-seamer running away from him is a good idea.
Yeah. Well, it pairs really well with those lefties, getting them to kind of think it's going down the middle and then go away from them. Going to get a lot of hits on the outside of the bat.
A little too far away there. He walks Julien on 5 pitches, and a little trouble here first and second with 2 outs. There we go. The man, the myth, the legend, William Cook has subbed to Jake. Appreciate that, William. Yeah. William has been on subbed to me for a while. He is one of the originals to this channel, so I appreciate all your support, William, and I hope you're doing well, my friend. Little meeting of the minds between Sevy and Emerson Hancock, and that will bring up, I believe, Max Kepler, if I'm not mistaken.
Here, Jake, could you do a quick pause and play?
Yeah,
you're only a few seconds ahead of me at this point. I think
you got it.
Literally, click. I think we'll be okay.
Okay, let me just pull up. I got to use the app for the remote, so just give me 1 second.
Okay.
And we are paused and back. Here is Trevor Larnach. The pitch is outside 1-0. We good?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, like
dangerous hitter here in Larnach. The 1-0 to Larnick, the pitch. Line drive, base hit into right field. That's going to score a run. Miranda rounding third. And some 2-out damage here by the Twins. And it is now 2-1. Yeah, that 2-out base hit by Miranda is coming back to haunt him. He had him 2 strikes. Now we got a 2-1 ball game. Gonna need more runs, that's for sure. Got to add on if you're the Mariners.
Yep. Once again, Hancock just needs to keep us in this game here, and we're not going to be seeing. Gosh, what's the guy's name from last night? The really good reliever for them.
You got Duran, who might be available, but then Griffin Jack's probably not
Griffin
available.
Jacks. I was getting him confused with Ryan Jeffers. Those names, for some reason, were like interchanging for me.
Well, speaking of Ryan Jeffers, here he is, and he belts a ball to left field, and that is absolutely crushed, and it is 4-2 Minnesota. Remember 2 innings ago when we were ahead and how good it felt? That was fun.
Yeah. I guess I'm taking over play-by-play duties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch is right, DW.
Yeah.
That boy, and I think the most frustrating thing here, all with 2 outs. That's the most frustrating part here. Yeah, big that hurts. Well, that's just an absolute cement mixer change up there, middle of the plate.
Yeah, stayed right in the middle of the plate.
Ugh. Well, 4-2 Twins. That will bring up, I think this is Max Kepler, and he takes outside for a ball. Yeah. Well, still time. Just a 2-run deficit, not over yet. That's a gut punch here early. The 1-0. That's outside too. And all of a sudden, Emerson Hancock has just lost it. Can't find the zone. And when he does, it's just right down the pipe. 2 quick outs here. And then you had Miranda with a 2-strike single. And then a walk to Julian, a base hit for Larnick, and a 3-run home run for Jeffers. 3-0 now on Max Kepler. Yep, all with 2 outs, Kevin. Super frustrating.
Seems like the command is kind of dipped just a bit, huh?
Yeah, that's in there for a strike 3-1. Just kind of a fastball. That was almost just like a get me over right down the pipe fastball. Yep. 3-1 here from Hancock to Max Kepler. Come set the pitch. That's in there for a strike 3-2. Well, Brian Wu coming back soon. That's the good news. Should be back for, I think Scott said, the next homestand. So not trying to be negative on Emerson Hancock, but this is probably the last time we'll see him for a little bit here. The 3-2 line drive into the gap. Boy, he is there just teeing off on him now. That's going to go all the way to the wall. God.
It's right down the pipe.
That is
the pipe.
Yep, and that's all was there.
Yeah.
Even the strikes to Kepler, and this is not like cheapies either. Miranda's maybe wasn't hit that hard, but the rest have all been just teed off. That's just a fastball center cut. So we've got, how many in a row is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight hitters have reached against Hancock, and hopefully get the bullpen rolling.
My thing, oh great. My direct TV is all of a sudden buffering on me. How fun.
It's saving you from what you've been watching.
I know.
Here. It's taking pity. Let me know if it's back up for you. Carlos Correa will. Yep,
that's what I was seeing too.
Okay. Correa steps in the box. Yeah, I agree, William. Definitely time to have somebody up in the pen. The pitch to Correa. Little bouncer. Ty France backhands it over to Hancock in time for the out. That will retire the side, but 2 quick outs and then 4 runs for the Twins. Well, at the top of the 4th, thankfully, Jake will be taking over the play-by-play, and hopefully he can deliver some magic. It's 4-2 Minnesota.
Yeah, the thing with Hancock is he was starting to give up really hard contact. I mean, he's been giving up hard contact all game. He's given up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits over 100 miles an hour extra velocity. So pretty much almost all the hits that he's given up or anything really in play other than about 2 have been hard hit. So kind of was just waiting for that to happen. It felt like you were hoping he'd kind of skirt by, which is what it's kind of felt like for some of his
Yep.
starts. He just kind of gets lucky that they don't get some runs over the plate there. But that time he could not prevent that, especially when the dude's going to hit a second decker off you. So,
Yeah, no, and I agree. That's kind of my hope too. You know, you had that, I forgot who hit the fly ball last inning that would have been out in, I think we said a handful of ballparks. So, you know, the hope is with Hancock, the offense does its job. And, you know, listen, and when you're looking at your fifth starter, I don't care if it's, you know, how he does it. Like, give me 4 or 5 innings, keep you in the game, and hopefully turn it over to the bullpen. So that's, you know, kind of always been my hope with Emerson Hancock. I mean, I want him to develop into a better pitcher, but right now, you know, it's a fifth starter that you're just hoping can keep him off the board here and, you know, go from there. Let's get to this question here, Jake. What's your take on it? I think the Mariners should trade for Pete Alonso or call up Tyler Locklear. You got any thoughts on that?
well, I mean, it depends on what you're gonna be giving away for Pete
Right.
Alonso.
Right.
So, because you're only having him for the rest of this year, and then he hits free
Yep.
agency, and the likelihood he signs here in free agency, unless you go insane with an offer, is pretty low.
Is zero.
So
Yep.
it's kind of a hard hypothetical to say because I would need to know what we're giving up. Like I saw that trending on Twitter, giving up like Ty France and someone else, I think a prospect or
I
something.
think it was Hancock. Yeah.
I think it was Hancock, yeah, for Pete Alonso. Like, I probably would do that because Pete Alonso's, ceiling is way higher than France's. But for now, depending on it, I would just call a block clear, depending. So,
yep, that's where I'm at that too. It just depends on what you're giving up, and and Alonso's been scuffling a little bit this year too. I have more faith in him than Ty France turning it around, but I think it's going to cost you more than I don't think the Mets want Ty France. So.
Well, Mitch Garver quickly down 0-2. The pitch is outside and below. I think I'm ahead of you now, so let me know if I need to pause it a bit.
I've got 0-2. Ober comes set, and he's throwing his pitch, and it's below 1 and 2.
Okay, I'm going to pause for a minute.
Yep.
Probably
Ober's coming
there.
set again.
Yep, there we go.
He's coming
the
set. Okay,
the 1-2
perfect.
pitch. Yep, up in the zone. Garver fouls straight back. So Garver's right on it. When you're fouling it straight back, that means you're on it. You're just below or under it.
Yep.
So, and the pitch from Ober, 1-2 to Garver. He's going to foul it off, 83, down and away. Now the name of the game on the offensive side is score runs and get Ober out as quick as you can.
Yep. Yeah. The offense has had some good at-bats here so far, so hopefully they can claw back into this one. You're a bloop and a blast away from tying it.
A good take from Garver way outside on that slider. It's going to be 2-2 now. And the 2-2 pitch from Bailey over to Mitch Garver. It's going to swing it. Garver hits it straight to the left fielder. Don't remember who that is. Is that Kirilloff? Okay. Kirilloff's in left field. There we go. It's going to be 1 out.
Hit hard. Hit pretty well.
Yep. Ober's at 59 pitches right now in the top of the 4th. The Twins are creeping up on the Guardians. They're only 2.5 back, but they're tied with the Royals, which, I'd like to see some Royals success. It's going to be really annoying when we face them next week. So
when we play them, it's going to be, they were pesky last year when they weren't good. We beat them a bunch, but man, they would not go away in every game.
Yeah. Well, Ty gets a first pitch strike that was out of the zone. Not a good call, but hopefully you can claw back here. Maybe some pitch comm issues going on between Ober and Jeffers here. We're going to take a second to figure that out. And it's been interesting with how we've been playing recently and all the series wins and stuff. I think a lot of it's been us catching teams at good times, if that makes sense, like advantageous times. Like Diamondbacks were being pretty rough at that point. Braves were a bit low, and Houston especially is super beat up right now. We're facing a Twins team where the exact opposite is happening. They are super hot coming into the series. It's going to be the same thing with the Royals probably. So,
yeah, even the A's a little bit are playing decent ball the next series. And, with the Twins, there was a part of me, it's like, hey, they've won 11 in a row. They lost Sunday. I was like, well, maybe they're just due naturally to lose a couple games here. So, But so far, they have carried it over into this series.
The 0-1 pitch to Ty France is high. He takes a hack out of it, fouls it back. It's going to be 0-2.
Well, all year the pitching has bailed out this offense. So let's see if the offense can have a game where they can bail out this pitching staff and put up some runs.
Need that pretty badly here.
Yep.
The 0-2 pitch. Ooh, he's going to take a really bad swing at an outside slider.
Ugh.
Same as the last 2 strikeouts last night and earlier today, and it was even more off the plate this time. So those away sliders are really making him bite there. Ty France goes down swinging.
That was all. That's terrible swing.
Takes a high inside ball there. And I think with Ty, it feels like he's pressing a bit. He's trying to make stuff happen. And then that's when you get those really ugly swings on really bad pitches.
Yep, exactly.
1-0 pitch to Urias. He's going to pop it up. It looks like it's going to go foul. It's going to be a 1-1 count.
But yeah, this is where the offense just got to step up. Okay, your pitcher struggled today. Like, bail them out, and you just can't have at-bats like that where it just seems like the starting pitch we face just starts settling in and gets these easy outs, and it just gets frustrating.
And a hack by Urias straight through a fastball right in the middle of the plate. It's going to be 1-2 now. Urias is going to take his time out here.
Change the banner. I've got it bottom
of the 4th. Ober is at 65 pitches, so you're probably only seeing him get through the 6th at the most likely. And the pitch. Outside slider that Ty France would have swung at, but Urias did not. It's going to be 2-2 now.
That was the exact same pitch that Ty swung at, literally.
Yeah. Yeah, the 2-2 pitch from Ober. Urias, he fouls it off.
Good at bat.
Yeah, Ty, please do not become Javi Baez, please. Anything but that. Urias currently has a 117 WRC plus on the season. 2-2 pitch. Another really far outside slider he's going to take for a full count now.
Would have been another Ty France strikeout right there.
Yeah.
See if Urias can get on and Demo can drive one out of here.
Fouls another one back 92 miles an hour. Can we keep prolonging this at bat? Do you run a Hancock out again? Probably.
Do you mean for the inning or next game?
Hot. I think he means for the next inning. 3-2 pitch to Urias. He swings and misses a fastball at the top of the strike zone there. Mariners go down 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, I probably at this point, now that you've lost the lead, and not that 4-2 is over by any means. That's a bloop and a blast from tying it. But I'd probably see if you can squeeze one more out of Emerson Hancock. I mean, you could look at it like this. You've got Logan Gilbert going tomorrow, or is it Kirby tomorrow, Logan Gilbert on Thursday. So those guys are going to get you deep into games, but Kirby's also dealing with the knee issue. And you are probably going to send down Hancock after this game, bring up a reliever because you're going to have Brian Wu come into the rotation next week. So I don't know. It's a tough one. If I would be fine either way. If they take Hancock out and, try to make this kind of a bullpen game, totally get it. If they try and squeeze one more out of him, I can understand what they're trying to do there too. But, it's 4-2. It's not over. When you have games like this where you get up 2-0 and then you just have the lead go like that, it feels like you're trailing by so much more than you are. Like right now, I don't know. It was a gut punch. It feels like it's 6-0 right now, and it's not. But maybe that's partly. Yeah, I was just going to add that might be just this offense that makes it feel that way a little bit. So let's see, get to some more comments here. Says we need this game. I mean, definitely want to. I feel good with Kirby and Gilbert going the next 2. So I won't put anything as like have to get it, but definitely would be nice. You don't want to, undo all the goodwill from that Houston series. Trident's up, my friend Nick. Hope you are doing well. Hope you all guys are all doing well. As always, do me a favor, hit that like button on the stream, hit that sub button if you're new, or go over to Jake's channel and hit sub on Raise the Trident as well. Thank you guys and gals all for joining us today. Really, really appreciate. Mariners fans, we'll celebrate together, or we can wallow in some misery together. But we've seen it all, so
well,
it is
Hancock
Hancock
is going to go back out for the fourth. First pitch ball to I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Alex Kirilloff again. See, I've confused him
That's
twice.
Kirilloff.
Okay.
I get Kirilloff, Kepler. They don't even look alike, but it's the K, I think, that just throws me off.
Yeah, another really far outside pitch for ball 2. I mean, you definitely have it's
good news, Kevin.
Have a short leash on Hancock this inning, I would say.
Yep.
2-0 pitch to Kirilloff is right down the middle. He fouls it off. See, the thing with this fastball now, it has that tail outside to lefties, but he's starting to get it over the plate instead of having it start in the middle and then go away.
Yeah, now it's tailing right back to the middle of the plate.
Another one that's painted. I don't know how that's not called a strike initially. Did he go? I can't hear the commentary, so yes, he did.
Okay, well, I didn't see it.
Kirilloff is going to take his timeout. It's going to be a 2-2 count for Hancock there.
Reese, Brian Wu, Scott said we'll be back on the next homestand. So I don't know. I think what they're going to do is kind of not do a 6-man rotation, but they're going to set it up where Wu slides in here. So each guy gets 1 day extra rest.
I'd imagine before Kirby start, probably.
That makes sense.
Which I guess would be Hancock's slot, but yeah.
Yeah.
3-2 count from Hancock to Kirilloff. He throws a strike, but is fouled off.
They're just all over it now. I mean, you can see it. Like, his misses aren't close misses where you're getting chases. And when he's throwing strikes, it's just right down the middle. He'll be lucky, I think, to get through this 4th.
3-2 pitch from Hancock. And then Kirilloff fouls it off into the third base side. Urias is under it and catches it.
I was expecting Julio to run in there.
Yeah, I know. Runs into Urias. Takes them both out. And then you're going to go on Twitter and everyone's going to be like, well, it's Julio's outfield. It's like, okay.
Right. That's like the Julio discourse is so frustrating because it's like you either can't say anything negative about him or you can't say anything positive. It's just like either way, you will get attacked.
Yeah. Willie Castro, the first pitch to him is high and outside for ball 1. Well, and the thing with me and the Julio Haniger thing from game 1 of the Astros, like, I get it. It's Julio's outfield. He's a center fielder. He has priority. Haniger was camped under it, ready to throw. Like, Julio needs to have a bit more wherewithal of that. So that's my take on that.
Same. And that's the thing. Like, I understand center fielder gets the call, but you can't just run all the way in front of a right fielder, like you said, camped under a ball and catch it. Like, you do have to. And Haniger had the better chance to make the throw there as well.
Yeah. Hancock gets Castro to bite on a down and away slider. I'm assuming it was a slider. It was 1-2. It's about 82 miles an hour, I think. So it sounds about right.
We'll take it.
It's going to be a 1-2 count to Castro. And the pitch. Way, way, way outside. Not even close. 2-2 now.
No, this is just, you just hope, like, just get me 2 more outs and get the bats back out there and let's see. Yeah, the misses aren't even close misses.
I'm assuming we're going to see Austin vote for the 5th since he could really, get a couple innings in.
That would be my guess as well. I would say this is probably the last inning for Hancock. I think just trying to squeeze one, no strikeouts, 1 walk. Ugh. Better pitch. That one was better.
Yep. And that's going to be a 3-2 count for Hancock to Willie Castro. Hopefully he does not lose him here. Set and the pitch. It is a strike and he fouls it off down the first base line. We go again.
I mean, yeah, here we go. I mean, 3 1/3, no strikeouts. I'm going to pull up Savant at the end of this inning, see how many swings and misses he's actually generated because I don't think it's been a lot.
I have it up now. Let me see.
Okay.
3-2 pitch to Castro. Outside, walks him. 1 out.
Well, let's see. Is there a righty? Who is on deck here? It's Santana.
He has
He's
4
been
whiffs.
That's not. I mean, actually more than I thought. To be.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Appreciate that.
99.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Enjoy the Phillies. Have a great night. Love you.
Pickoff from Hancock to first base. Castro gets back in time. And the 0-0 pitch to Santana is going to be up, but it's called the strike.
Wow.
Hancock gets quite a call there. Santana literally ducked for cover, and he still got the strike call. We'll take it.
Yeah, Santana. And I was complimenting the umpiring, but that was a bad miss. We'll take it.
Oh, they tried a pickoff move from Zavala to first base, but Castro's back. It's not even a good throw.
I was gonna say not a good throw. I don't think they would have had him anyways, to be honest. He was back in there.
Let's not pull a Cal Raleigh Houston game 1, please. I'd rather just chill out.
That was so frustrating.
Okay, the 1-1 pitch to Hancock. It's way outside. He's stole the bag. Castro is now at second. That's the other problem with watching the broadcast. I don't even know what's going on until like halfway through he's stealing.
Yeah, well, and then Zavala doesn't get the throw off, and they kind of went to that aerial view, so it was tough to tell there. Great jump. I don't think he would have had. There's no chance. I don't think you would have had him even with a throw.
Double play is not in play anymore.
Nope.
2-1. Santana swings right through it for 2-2 now.
There's number 5.
Yeah. Now we got a runner on second. Castro seems pretty fast here, so a base hit's probably going to knock him in. The 2-2 to Santana. It's going to be fouled off.
Well, and you're at a spot here. 4-2 is doable. Like, do I have a ton of faith in this offense? No, but you're a bloop and a blast. Let them get to 5-6-2. You're digging yourself a hole that's going to be close to insurmountable.
Hancock to set, and he steps off. That's his first disengagement of the at-bat. Even though I'm pretty sure he didn't pick off, so I think that's his second.
Does that count because Castro was at first when that happened? I never know how that.
I don't know because the home plate umpire put up a 1. Santana hits a ground ball to Ty France. He's going to flip it to Hancock for an out at first. Castro moves to third. And we got 2 outs now.
Luckily, Santana running no chance to beat that one out there.
Yeah.
So.
Hancock's at 72 pitches, so this will definitely be his last inning for sure.
Yeah, I would think it's
trying to put him in for the 5th. He's going up against Jose Miranda, who had a base hit on him last inning.
This is where the damage got started. Jose Miranda, he's a tough out
too.
Yep.
Here we go. And the pitch is low and inside for ball 1.
That's a better pitch. I will say that. Like, that's one you could maybe get a swing on, get a grounder. So a little bit better location there from Emerson.
Hancock comes at the 1-0 pitch to Miranda. Did it hit off of him? I think it hit off the knob of Miranda's bat.
Yeah.
It's going to be a foul ball.
Take it. The little victories you can get.
Yeah. It's now be 1-1 on the count. Look at their 9-hole hitter as a 124 WRC+.
Yeah.
Like, geez.
Yeah, this lineup is relentless.
1-1 pitch to Miranda is even more inside. Almost hits him again.
Close to the one he called a strike against Santana. No, not that close, but
yeah. That fastball just got away from him there. Ooh, that almost hit him. That was like not even an inch away.
Yeah, that was close. If he walks Miranda, there's no way you can have him face Julian. You've got to go to the pen.
No. Okay, 2-1 pitch. Hancock comes set. Throws it. He's got Miranda to pop out to Dylan Moore at shortstop. He's going to end the inning there. Well done, Hancock. Kinda, didn't give up any more, damage at the end of the day. He's going to exit the game with 4 earned runs. I don't think they're going to put him back out for the 5th. I'd be shocked. And that's when we can start talking about Scott Cervase a little bit here.
Yeah.
Let's see. If I did a petition to fire Scott, would you sign it? Well, No.
I wouldn't sign. Listen, you guys know from my post game recaps, I talked about it. Like, I don't think Scott is perfect by any means, but something like this, I get sending Hancock back out there for one more inning. I do understand the logic behind trying to get one more out of him here. I know there's some tough things with taking pitchers out and stuff like that, but no, I would not sign the petition. I'll support you making the petition. I got your back because you're the man, Kevin, but no, I probably wouldn't sign it. But
Yeah, I think, you'd have to have really good examples of when it was blatantly obvious, because I saw a couple things with like taking Miller out and taking Kirby out. They were for different reasons. It was either should have kept him in or took him out or whatever. It's like, I don't know. Those arguments are almost always on hindsight too. Now, it doesn't mean that there can't be a time when it's like pretty obvious, like, what are you doing? But I haven't really seen that much this year, if I'm going to be honest with you. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think you have to take a lot more into account of just like, oh, well, they ended up scoring. Like, so why didn't you do that? It's like, who knows how it would have went if he had done what you wanted. Doesn't mean it would have been successful for sure either. So
and that's a great point with Friday. Now, I said that on Friday. Like, now, obviously, we found out Kirby had the knee issue, but there is no guarantee that Kirby goes out there and shuts him down either. Like, those guys can give up runs too. I have a ton of faith in George Kirby, but there's always, like you said, you've got to look at the situation. There's also just, and I'm not saying you can't criticize managers, but like there's always stuff behind the scenes too, as Dylan Moore takes the ball outside, that are going on as well. There might be a pitcher that, like Kirby with the knee, and we're not going to know till after the game those things as well. So here's the 1-0 to Dylan Moore, and he hits it foul, little check swing foul. Like tonight, yeah. Do I think in the third inning, you can't take Emerson Hancock out there, and those runs just came, boom, 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 and you can't prepare for that. Dylan Moore hits it foul again, 1-2. And yeah, you could have taken him out for the fourth. I would have understood why, but he got through it. You got an extra inning, and now you can probably turn it over to the bullpen. Demo 1 for 4 this series. Had an RBI double back in the second. Bailey Ober looks in. This will be pitch number 74 for Mr. Ober. He comes set and is 1-2 to Dylan Moore. Pops it up. Will that get out of play? Jeffers gives it a look, takes off the mask, and it will get out of play. So Dylan lives to see another pitch. Remember, guys, smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're new here, and also head over to Raise the Trident and hit subscribe for Jake's channel. Just get started this baseball season. Only May. We've already feel like we've gone through the roller coaster of emotions through 36 games.
For sure. Yeah.
Only 120 more to go. Actually, I think more than that. Ober comes set. His 1-2 to Demo is turned on, ripped foul. Ooh, look out, everybody. On the Mariners side of the broadcast, you got Goldie and Blowers in the booth. Are you Goldie or Dave Sims? Who's your guy?
I'm a Goldie guy. A huge
Me
Goldie
too.
guy.
Love Goldie. I love Dave Sims, but I'm Goldie. Dylan Moore fouls it off. What I do love about Dave Sims, I could listen to him talk baseball history all day. Yep. When he talks about his knowledge of it, it is really cool. I would love to like a Dave Sims podcast just going through the history of baseball. But yeah, I'm a Goldie guy for the play-by-play.
Yeah, I think he's probably one of the best of the game, to be honest with you.
The 1-2 to Demo fouls it off again. I remember, I think 2 years ago, there was the rumors that he was going to go to St. Louis because I think he's from that area. And that was a bigger gut punch to me than, a Julio trade or something. I was like, no, don't take Goldie from us.
Yeah.
The 1-2 to Demo, swing and a miss, strike 3. Now you got Ober just settling in and racking up the strikeouts here.
Yeah. 14 last night. That's, gosh, that is rough.
And after a series against the Astros where they actually cut back on the strikeouts a little bit, but right back to it. I don't know where they're at tonight. At least 3 or 4, I think. 7. Wow, 7. I didn't even realize he's got 7 strikeouts. That snuck up on me. That's this offense. Zavala, probably going to be number 8. Swings and misses at that one. Strike 1. I was so optimistic back in the second. I was putting in calls for a Sebi Zavala RBI hit, and now I've resigned myself to the automatic out up high 1-1.
Yeah, because you just watch his swings and you're like, okay, let's just get through this as quick as possible, please.
I know. Zavala hitting 200 on the year, 1 RBI. The 1-1 up high, 2-1. Even tonight, like Ober, 7 strikeouts. I didn't even notice it. Just this team strikes out so much that I can't even like keep up. Hello.
Say hi.
Hello. Welcome. There we go. And Zavala with the drive. Deep left field.
Oh, it's going to die at the warning track. Oh, no.
I thought your daughter brought us good luck here.
Yeah.
I thought that was the charm.
Hi.
Because if you can deliver a Sebi Zavala home run, then
yeah, I know. It's a good luck charm. Josh Rojas, right. Run. Let's go.
Let's do it. Josh Rojas stepping in 1 for 2 with the single today. They should get my kids in here so they can bring some good luck to the game as well. Rojas steps in. He takes a strike. Good breaking ball outside corner 0-1. Oh, you're on mute. I don't know if you did that intentionally.
Yeah, I think I started going nuts in the back.
Oh, you're Rojas with a drive left field and stays in the park. Kirilov's got the wall. 2 pretty good drives for Zavala and Rojas, but it results in nothing. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Erman Sue, hello. How are you? Are you a Mariners fan? Yeah, hi, Harper. Do you like the Mariners?
Mariners. Can you say "Go Mariners"? No, okay.
That's I relate to that.
Just never say "Go Astros." That's the only one we never.
Right.
Okay, that's off limits.
Okay. I allow my kids. My wife's family's a Phillies fan, so they're allowed to root for the Phillies. That one I allow.
Yeah, National League teams are fine in general, other than the Dodgers. I feel like.
Yep. That's me. I like the D-backs just being in Arizona. Like they're obviously Mariners D-backs. There's not a question who I'm rooting for in the game, but
yeah,
I was excited to see Arizona in the World Series last year. That was really cool.
Yeah, no, it was nice to see them. I grew up a Giants fan, but I would say Giants Diamondbacks isn't really the rivalry. It's the Giants Dodgers. So grew up not liking the Dodgers. So I was happy to see the Diamondbacks make it, and it's kind of one of those teams and those runs where I don't know, just really shows you that you don't need to be this really high payroll juggernaut to make it. Now, not excusing the Mariners for what they could do and spend more on their team. However, it's not like necessary, and it was fun to watch them, knock off the Phillies, and just generally that was a fun playoffs and postseason to watch, even if we weren't in it. So
it took me a while. I couldn't watch the wild card round. I was too from the Mariners getting knocked out, but no, I agree 100%. And I lived in the Bay Area, and I have a lot of friends that are Giants fans. So they've got their rings. So I'm kind of like, you guys have yours. It's my turn. But, and looks like Hancock has done 4 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 and 2 walks, no strikeouts. I mean, kept them in the game. Gabe Spire coming in bottom of the 5th.
Well, probably because it's the top of the order now. So
I'm trying to get through, trying to keep him through the meat of the order.
Come up for the 1, 2, 3.
What's up, Nas?
We love Darren McCocken. That is right. Ask him about Darren McCocken. Did not have a good. Do we want to bring up him against the A's the other day, Dadar? I don't think we do.
He's in. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. He pitched for Miami and got
lit up quite a bit. So.
I will ignore the DFA.
Yeah, don't bring it up. Yeah, okay.
McCacken, I thought at one point last year was going to win me the Root Sports Twitter Tuesday thing that they always do, because I guessed that McCacken would have the most strikeouts or something, and he happened to pitch like 3 innings of relief in that game and actually had the most strikeouts. So I thought I would, or that's low for a ball, or maybe it wasn't McCacken, or I predicted the correct strikeout total and McCacken had it, because I don't know why I predict McCacken to have it, but Kyle Farmer stepping in here. 1-0 pitch. Oh, it's pinch hitter Kyle Farmer, pinch hitting for Julian. 2-0.
Oh, really? Interesting.
It's amazing now. Baseball, you're playing matchups in the 5th inning. When I was a kid, it was never like, I'm not trying to say back in my day, but
yeah.
Outside 3-0. Spire didn't have great command in Houston, and so far not great here.
I mean, that's another reason maybe they put Inspires, try to turn around some of those guys, those lefties. So, and
Yep.
it's worked for the first guy. I mean, Julian wasn't having a good series to begin with, but
that's a strike. He gets the call. No, that's a great point. And that's where those things we're talking about, like pitching changes, it's on the surface, because at first saw Spire, I'm like, Spire in the 5th. But then boom, you got Jake making great points of what they might be trying to do here, and it makes sense. So it's not always just a surface level thing when we don't agree with certain. And pitch clock violation by pitch clock violation from Spire, and Farmer is aboard. So cool.
the pitch clock, man, I just I cannot stand it sometimes. But
yeah, I will say, as someone that gets up really early for work, like on the late, like I hate the rules, but they do make the game quicker, which I kind of like. So I'm not up until
yeah. Well, and see, look at Trevor Larnach gets pinch hit for Manuel Margot. I'll take Margot over Larnach. So I mean,
exactly.
You know, maybe this is Scott Servais like masterclass right here. Big brain Scott.
Some 4D chess going on here. There's a strike to Margot, but I honestly, it is a really good point. You are putting in hitters that are not as good, you know, unless Sauce is coming in, you're going to mostly righties. So if you can claw back in this game, you've removed some of their handed hitters. That was a weird camera thing there. Margot down the line foul. But the camera, like, yeah, I think he was running and the camera went that way as he was hitting it.
Yeah. It was like a weird, like Twilight Zone, like zoom out.
Yeah. Spire has, you know how many wins Mariners would have if they played small ball? I mean, maybe they'll dial some up here. Jason says Spire's lost mojo. Yeah, the command has not been there the last couple outings. Hopefully it gets it together. There it is, swing and a miss from Margot. We just had Jason just had to post the comment there. Now we got it. So swing and a miss by Margot. That was nasty. 1 out. That's a nasty pitch, because that thing is in the zone. Like right here, it's there. That's a strike, and it just dives out of there.
And then,
1 down.
Let's see here. Who are they putting in for who would it be? Jeffers.
This is still Jeffers. Yeah. Strike 1 there, bottom of the zone, 0-1. 66, 67 people in here. Hit that like button, subscribe to both channels. Thank you all for joining us. So far, not the game. It was the game we were hoping early on. Jeffers hits a grounder right back through the wickets of Spire. Fielded there by the same hits from Polanco on to first, not in time. They're going to have to take a look at this. I thought they got him. I hate that when it's hit so softly that it's a hit.
Yeah.
Like Spire does his job there. You get soft contact, and how did that get through Spire? Just got past him. Polanco fielded over to first. I don't know. Let's see. Slow-mo replay. Safe. Good call. Yeah, good call.
Daydara, why are you even talking in the chat? Like, you just need to stop talking. Just stop. Don't make me have to find you next time I go to the ballpark, dude.
Here is Max Kepler. Runners at first and second now, 1 out. A walk on a pitch clock violation. It was a 3-ball count. And then a strikeout and a little infield hit. Here's Kepler takes a strike. The Twins offense is good enough. They don't need little infield singles. We need infield singles. Why can't the Mariners have that?
We just need something, any sign of life, please.
Amen, Trevor. Well said. I mean, that last inning, Rojas and Zavala sting the ball, and nothing to show for it. That's outside of 1-1 to Kepler.
You're tall, so I'd lose. You're right. I am. So sorry, buddy.
1-1 on Max Kepler from Mr. Spire. The pitch is way inside, almost hit him. 2-1. Don't want to load him up for Carlos Correa. See the inning in Texas. You know what? It's sometimes when your teams just keep getting base hit, it's fun to watch. Yeah, sometimes it's death by 1,000 paper cuts. It can happen. The 2-1 to Kepler, way outside, 3-1. Spire just
come on, game.
Looked great against Margot. I mean, in his defense, he got Jeffers to hit a little ground out, but now in trouble here to Kepler. And there'll be a timeout by Kepler.
That was gonna be another pitch clock violation.
I know, I did too at first. That's what I thought it was. I didn't even notice the pitch clock on that one from Spires. So he comes set here, the 3-1. Line drive into right field. Mitch Haniger is there, makes the catch. That was absolutely stung. Farmer will have to hold it second, and there's 2 down. Take it. That thing was hit on a frozen run. There you go. Like Trevor, what you were saying in the chat, like, you know, that thing absolutely stung for an out. Then a little dribbler, base hit. That's, you know, part of what makes this game great.
We're gonna take out Spire. I don't know who's been warming up though. We can't hear
imagine
who's
they're
been warming up. So
I'm gonna guess both here for Correa would be
Yeah.
my guess.
and we will see after the McDonald's hash browns commercial. So at least that's what
I've got
on my screen.
I've got Febreze plugins, but I'm on MLB.TV, so
Oh, okay.
you might be on actual Root Sports.
I am, yeah. I watched through my parents' like Direct TV subscription.
Nice.
So it's like, okay, I don't have to pay for it, and I live in Washington, so it's like I would be blacked out anyways. So it's really my only easy way.
Yeah, exactly. So that's people always ask me, oh, what do you think of the Root Sports stuff? I'm like, I'm not in Washington, so I don't really follow all that too much because I just have MLB TV. And the only time I can't watch them is the D-backs, but I watched the D-backs broadcast, so which is actually really good. I like the D-backs broadcast.
Yeah.
Do you have any other teams that like you enjoy their broadcast? Are there any other? Do you get to watch a lot of other games or anything? Not trying to put you on the spot or anything.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I only watch Mariners baseball when it comes to sports. Really, like, I mean, I'll watch like depending on who's in it. I'll watch playoffs for certain sports. Like, I was watching like some of the Seahawks games last year because there's so much overlap with the fan base for the Seahawks. So. I'm not like a football fan in general. I'll watch it and I kind of understand what's going on and in general, but like it's just not really my thing. Right. And my dad grew up a Raider fan, so it's like that would be a chore to watch if I had to do it. So watch some Seahawks games. I'll watch some of like the playoff games and the Super Bowl, and then for basketball, it's really only. Like, honestly, I don't really watch it at all anymore. So,
what if the Sonics
really the only sport for me?
Yeah, bring back the Sonics. I will definitely be watching basketball. I just haven't been able to really get into it. Obviously, love football. Baseball. One of my favorites is the Giants. Kruk and Kipe are two of the best announcers. Yeah, they are so much fun. If the Mariners when they play these early games. If they win, I'll usually put on some late baseball and watch like the Giants or the A's or something. But when they lose, I'm usually post game and then I'm watching a movie or something. I don't want to watch anything else. Here is Carlos Correa, 0 for 2. Austin Voth, the new pitcher, and he pumps in a sweeper for a striker. Looks like a little cutter there, 0 and 1. Voth comes set. The pitch to Correa is low, 1 and 1. Oh, how about instead of me? Well, that's could be a lot of things instead of me. That would be fine. 1 and 1 to Correa from Voth.
Okay.
Okay. I see where we're going with this one. Ground ball to Moore, throws on to first in time. I'll retire the side. We'll head to the 6th. The Freaky Trident podcast. You know what? If the Mariners win the World Series, I'll think about it.
That's Daydar. He's Darren McCocken enjoyer on
Twitter. Okay.
So yeah, he's just trying to be funny. He thinks he's funny, I guess.
Love it. RCA Dome, what's up, my friend? How you doing? And Jake will take the top of the 6th here. He has been you've scored both runs for the Mariners, and you have not given up a run as the announcer. Right. So I've given up all 4 runs, and I've not had a run scored. So I have not been very good.
Yeah, it's it's just a little skill of mine. I'm really trying to craft it for a long time here. Really use get my chakras aligned, and usually it helps out.
Yes, thank you, William. Everybody in here, hit that like button. We need more than 33 likes. We got 69 people in right here, so make sure to hit that like button. All right, what's your favorite random Mariner? Oh my gosh, random Mariner, and why isn't it Brendan Ryan? I actually love Brendan Ryan, one of my favorites. One of the best gloves we have seen for this team in a long time, and actually had some okay years with the bat as well. That actually could be the answer. I'll have to really think through it, but Brendan Ryan would be up there. I'm trying to think of another one.
Daydar,
I
I was going to
loved,
tell you when I was at the game against the Diamondbacks, I saw someone with, I'm assuming it was a Daeho Lee jersey. I don't remember what the number was, but I know you're a big Daeho Lee guy. It could have been Cliff. Well, wasn't Cliff Lee a Mariner at one point?
yeah,
So it could have been, but I think it was probably Daeho. So
yeah. Cliff Lee was only here for that half season though, so although it was a great half season, that Cliff Lee would actually be up there as well. Daeho Lee's up there. I don't know how far back some of you go, but Bobby Madrich in 2004 was one of my favorites. I don't know who in here remembers him, but he kind of bursted onto the scene for a really bad Mariners team and was a lot of fun to watch. And just fortunately, I think he threw out his shoulder and never pitched again. Jimmy Yacobonis was another one in 2020.
that's one of Daydar's like skills. He could just name out a bunch of random Mariners.
I love it. I could talk Shigetoshi, absolutely.
So it looks like we have Cole Sands coming in to pitch for Minnesota. The first pitch to Julio is way inside for ball one.
Just let that hit you.
Cole
there,
Sands has a
Julio.
2.93 ERA on the season in 15 innings pitched, 22 K. So dude just racks them up. The 1-0 pitch to Julio is right in the middle, and Julio swings through it. 95.
This is another bullpen. This is another bullpen that just does not have any like bad arms in it.
Yeah. Okay, the 1-1 pitch to Julio hits it up the middle, but down to the second baseman over to first. He's going to be out on a ground ball.
I thought that was going to get through for a second.
Yeah, didn't hit it up the middle enough. Barely had to move for it. Had to shift on a little bit, I think. Brings up Jorge Polanco. Maybe he could finally have some of his homecoming magic here.
Yes.
Julio's ground out 107 off the bat, so very hard hit.
It's got to elevate it, Julio. Come on.
It was right in the middle too, man. Come on.
Yep.
First one's a strike to Jorge Polanco. Sands comes set. And the pitch. Shows bunt, but he takes it back because it is a ball way outside.
That's a great skill. We can talk random players all day. I always love bringing up guys that you forgot existed.
Yeah, the 1-1 pitch to Polanco is down. Polanco sort of swings at it, but he checks it just enough. It's going to be ball two. And Sands comes set for the 2-1 pitch to Jorge Polanco. Is inside. Polanco absolutely rips it foul.
That's the story of the Mariners. Right?
Yeah. Ty had that one earlier, I think, right? That
yep.
Monster shot foul.
Up high. All right.
2-2 pitch is way high and outside. Ball three. It's now a full count to Jorge Polanco. Raleigh's got the batting gloves on.
Yeah.
He might be coming into pinch hit soon. 3-2 pitch to Polanco. He fouls it off. Speaking of huge foul balls, last year I saw Mariners Angels. Kyle Raleigh hit a foul ball that went like third deck in T-Mobile, just foul. It was like the farthest ball I've ever seen hit if it stayed fair. A 3-2 pitch from Sands to Polanco. Rips it back and he fouls it off again.
I just find a way on base. I walk, get the tying run to play. Give me some hope. Give me some hope.
Yep. Raleigh's going to have to wait until the 9th spot on the order to get into the game here. 3-2 pitch to Polanco. Rips it back and fouls it back again. 96 miles an hour from Sands. Just pounding him with fastballs at this point.
Yep.
Well, what was Savala 8th or ninth? I don't
Ninth,
remember.
but they could have like
Ninth.
Cal pinch hit for Demo or something, and then somebody else pinch hit for like Rayleigh could pinch hit for Zavala. So they
Yeah, that's
could
true.
kind of, yeah.
Sands comes set for the 3-2 to Polanco. The pitch. Oh, Polanco just watches it right down the
Locked
middle,
them
just a
up.
little bit high. 91
Locked
miles
them
an
up.
hour. I think he's expecting the fastball again. Goes
Yep.
down. In comes Mitch Haniger.
It's just frustrating. Like 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. And Sands has been great. I don't want to be, but just man, some like can we at least just get a rally, something, couple runners on.
Yeah. First pitch, Mitch Haniger grounds it right to Sands. It's going to end the inning there. Another quick 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners on the offensive side. I would imagine we're going to see Austin Voth again. Try to get
Yeah,
some
I'd
innings
probably.
here.
Yep.
I guess
But
good spin is that they're also going to their bullpen pretty early, so we're both going to be a little rough tomorrow. We'll see.
yeah,
Hopefully both can get 2 to 3.
and I'll be honest. I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday. Like I wanted to see more against Bailey Ober. I thought they could have done more. Honestly, like Hancock wasn't good. I want to be clear. Like Emerson Hancock was not good, but he did do enough to keep him in the game here for the offense to eventually the offense has got to put up 5, 6 runs. I can't sit here and go, well, Hancock was bad. He was not good, but the offense has to they started out great. Haniger gets the home run in the second. Demo drives in Urias on the double, and I thought, here we go. This might be the offensive breakthrough, and then just nothing since.
Yep. It's kind of was the story with yesterday too. It felt like
Yep.
it's just so weird how this offense can like hit 4 or 5 earned runs off of Framber Valdez and then turn around and get
Yeah.
absolutely slaughtered by Simeon Woods Richardson. It's like
Yeah.
just ridiculous. It's so I don't even know. There's just no consistency at all.
And that's the thing. Like, even on Sunday against Hunter Brown, they kind of let him off the hook, but they had good at bats. Like you could tell they just missed the knockout punch. And then, Simeon Woods Richardson, who low ERA, but you go look at his Savant page, it is blue. Like he is not, he's probably someone that's due for some serious regression. No base runners. Bailey Ober is okay. And nothing. That one inning, you had the Haniger home run and a couple base runners. Other than that, I mean, just nothing in terms of putting runners on. Like you said, I guess part of it is just, baseball, but it is definitely frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah, and my thing too with this team is just like if they could have all cylinders firing at the same time, they could be unbeatable. Like plain and simple with their pitching and their offense. There is talent in the offense.
Yeah.
Like the ceiling is super high. We just have not really seen that for almost the whole season yet. We haven't really seen that one game where it just feels like they put everything together.
So a couple moments, but and no consistency. Maybe a couple games where they've been like, okay, that's it. But you keep thinking they're going to start a streak, and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah. So Austin Voth has a 2-0 count to Alex Kirilloff. The pitch, Kirilloff swings right through at 93 miles an hour to get his first strike.
Jose Lopez. Do you remember Mickey Lopez? He was on the 04 team. He came up, got a cup of coffee. He was a career minor leaguer. But I definitely remember Jose Lopez.
Pitch from Voth. 2-1 is way up in the zone there. Now going to be 3-1. Thank you. The 3-1 pitch. Kirilloff hits it right to Julio in center field. Only has to take a couple jogging steps to catch it. It's going to be 1 out.
And, even here, like a lot of game left, Twins could score more. You've held a really good lineup to 4 runs. So, and again, like Hancock, not good, was not good. He was not sharp, but your offense can, it's okay to win a game when the opponent scores 4 runs. I promise it's okay.
Willie Castro is up to bat now against Austin Voth. The pitch. And Castro hits a little dinker right to Jorge Polanco for out number 2.
2 quick
Okay,
outs here. Good to see.
I would like a quick inning from Austin Voth here. would not be against it.
Get the offense back out there. See if they can get something going. Good pitch.
Nice, 82 miles an hour. Lands just at the bottom of the zone, but enough for a strike to Carlos Santana. Both set and the pitch way high. It's not going to be ball 1. 1-1 count to Carlos Santana. He also feels like he's going to have, that one hit that's really going to at some point.
Absolutely. I was just going to say, I feel a Santana home run this series. Swung for it there.
Wow. He took an absolute daddy hack at that, but missed. 1-2. The both set. 1-2 pitch to Santana. Can you get him to swing? How is that not a strike? Oh my gosh. That is up and in the zone. But Santana gets the call. Pretty generous call, might I add.
Very. Trevor, agree 100% on that, man. Well said. I'm with you.
90 miles an hour. Santana fouls it off. Anthony Bass, is that the same guy I'm thinking of? Was he really a Mariner?
2019, he was actually the closer in that rebuild season for a decent chunk of it. That is absolutely the same guy you're thinking of.
Oh, God.
Yep. He was actually pretty good in 2019.
The 2-2 pitch to Santana. Way outside for ball 3. It's going to be a full count now. Yeah, bad person, by the way. Yeah, we got that context, plain and simple.
We didn't know in 2019.
3-2 pitch to Santana. He's going to ground it to Polanco, who bobbles it, but still gets the out at first. It's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Austin Voth in the bottom of the 6th. Still 4-2 Twins.
Polanco bobbles so many grounders at second base, and lucky that you've got Carlos Santana running there. But eventually that's going to hurt you when you've got, people, not someone with the speed of Julio running down the line. It's going to cost you a base runner. Well, here's some good news. Hannah, appreciate it. Yankees up 10-1 on the Astros, bottom of the 7th. I am not going to shed a tear for that. So if we've got to suffer today, so do the Astros. We will head. Ooh, good game here between the Angels and I saw the Pirates and the top of the 9th. I thought that game was 9-9. All right, I got a question for you, Jake. Will the A's finish above the Angels this year?
That's tough. I will say, you know what? I'll go with the hot take. I'll say yes. I do think that's possible. I think it's just the Angels just don't really have any tools whatsoever. They don't have any guys that stand out, especially with Mike Trout on the IL. At that point, who are you even looking at? And with the A's, I think a lot of it is just they have some young guys with just some raw talent, and I think they just want to. They are playing hard because they want to win, and they're aware they're not going to be making the playoffs or anything, but they want to get as many wins as they can. So I'll take that over a team who really doesn't have anything going for them. The A's don't have a whole lot either. However, a couple of, especially some of their pitchers are real, especially Mason Miller. So
do not trail them in the 9th inning with even the A's before that. Urseg's been good. Austin Adams, former Mariner, has been very good. As we get a new pitcher, Jay Jackson, ERA is a little high, but again, good strikeout to walk numbers. I agree with you. The only thing that would maybe change is if the A's just realize they don't win and they sell at the deadline and just kind of collapse second half, and maybe Trout comes back and it boosts. But I don't know if he will, because they're going to be so far out of it. Can we start playing those teams, by the way? Here's Mitch Garver stepping in, and he'll take a strike just at the top of the zone, probably a ball, but I'll let it slide because I have no choice but to let it slide. But I will say that for the Mariners. Yeah, I will say this too. Like the Mariners' schedule has been brutal so far. They have played some really good teams. The 0-1 to Garver's outside. The only team they've played that I would say is definitely bad is the Rockies. The Astros, I still, like I said all the time, I see that E by the Astros, they're eliminated. I will never count them out.
Yeah.
The 1-1 here to Garver. Swing and a miss. Good little slider, sweeper, cutter type pitch there from Jay Jackson. I think that's Duran and the Twins bullpen. He might be down today. Well, he might not. He didn't throw too much yesterday, but Jax is definitely down.
Yep.
The 1-2 to Garver. Did he go? He did not. Ball low, 2-2. You got a lot of Jays. Well, you got Jays here. You got Jake and Jay. In the Twins bullpen, you got Griffin Jax, Jay Jackson, Johan Duran, which is with a J. So a lot of J's on the board here. Don't know what that means, but there it is. The 2-2 to Garver from Jackson. The pitch. Ground ball. Does it get past the dive? Correa makes a diving stop. Throw to first. It is not in time. Garver beats out. What a play by Correa. Good goodness.
With Garver,
and I don't know if
I was not sure.
Me either. That might get looked at too. I don't know. I don't see the Twins calling for a challenge though. So what a play by Correa. Man. And then I was the same way with Garver running. I'm like, I think he does beat it out. Let's see. Throw. Yep, he's safe. He's actually pretty clearly safe. That will bring up, who is that? Oh, it's Ty France. I don't know why that didn't look like Ty at first. No double play, Ty. Jackson comes set. And the pitch. Grounder, foul. I thought that was going to be a double play ball.
Yeah, they're going to continue pitching him outside too until he can hit it the opposite way.
Yeah, just rolling over everything. Nate Carnes, there's a name, the 2016. Who did they trade for Carnes? I don't remember. I think they got him from the Rays or the Royals. I think the Rays, and they traded him to the Royals. The 0-1 to Ty France, the pitch. That looked like a pitch to hit there. A little kind of slider sweeper that was low, but in the zone. It's 0-2.
Yeah, Jackson only has a fastball and a slider.
Okay. So it's just a little tight. It's a very tight slider. 0-2 from Jackson to France. Jeffers setting up outside. I'm expecting a slider away. That's what it is. Good take by Ty. 1-2. Oh, that's right. It was for Seth Smith. You're right. That's right. It was Seth Smith, but then Carnes was traded for Draw Dyson. Thank you. Couldn't remember that one. The 1-2 to Ty France from Jackson. Comes set. Mitch Garver on at first. The pitch. Low, 2-2. All right. All right.
He's finally laying off those outside sliders.
That was the one he swung at earlier. Emilio Pagan, who was he traded for Healy or Valencia? I don't remember which one he was traded for. I think Valencia. The 2-2 from Jackson to Ty France. Comes set. And the pitch. Right there, strike 3 called. Fastball. Yeah, Ty can argue that's a strike. That's a strike. That catches his own. Fooled him with the fastball, 1 down.
Well, what I don't understand is like you learn from the very beginning you play baseball when you have a 2-strike count, anything close, you need to foul away at least. And it's just like the amount of called strike 3s that we've had has been so infuriating.
And it's like, that's the perfect pitch for Ty France to go the other way with. I mean, from what I've seen from Ty, Urias line drive, fair down the left field line. That'll send Garver to third. Is Urias going to get to second? The throw to second is he's going to stay at first. Probably a decent decision there. Base hit for Urias. Runners at the corners here for the Mariners.
We see
Moses, you have to tell me which hats you got.
That wasn't an extra base hit. There we go.
That's right. That's right. No, he had the one in Houston on Sunday that scored Dylan Moore. That base hit in the 8th inning. Whoa. So seconds.
Yeah, I think that was ruled a single, and that
I think it was you know what we'll say? It was the first time Urias has a hit where he stayed on first base.
Yes.
Runners at the corners here for Demo. A little surprised we're not seeing a pinch hit here. Yeah, actually really surprised. Well, Zavala's on deck. You're definitely going to pinch hit for him. But I'm surprised you're not going Rayleigh or Cal here for the next two. I mean, Demo's swing. You know what? I shouldn't. Demo's swinging the bat better than Rayleigh, so I really shouldn't get on that too much.
Yeah.
But
even when he's getting out, he's hitting it pretty hard.
yeah. A little meeting of the minds on the mound for the Twins here. While we do that, we'll look at some of these outstanding names that Darren McCacken is bringing to the table. Humberto Quintero, 2012, I want to say, or 13 is when he was with the Mariners. Stephen Romero, I remember him being part of that huge comeback against the Padres. The Saunders brothers, obviously not related, Joe and Michael. I loved Michael Saunders, the Condor. Joe Saunders was as mid as ever. Here is Demo, runners at the corners. See if the Mariners can get something cooking here. Well, they've got something cooking. We'll see if they can deliver the pitch. Low, good take, 1-0. Wait, Trucker chat. Sweet, man. If you can get me a picture of it, send that to me, my friend. Oh, that's right. Pat Venditti pitched for the Mariners, the guy that threw lefty and righty. That was in 2016. Looks like they're going over some signs here. A little confusion. Maybe that'll be to the Mariners' advantage. Demo this season with runners in scoring position, 2 for 10 with 2 ribbies. 1-0 here from Jackson to Demo. I'm assuming Cal Raleigh will come out on deck. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good slider there. Demo takes a crack at it. 1-1, excuse me.
Yeah, I was wrong. Jay Jackson has a fastball, sinker, change, and slider.
Yeah, I think that fastball I threw to Ty kind of had a little running movement. Looked like a little two-seamer sinker, so that makes sense. Here's the pitch. Is outside, 2-1.
Let's get some.
Mitch Garver let off. What's that?
I was saying, let's get something going, man.
Yeah, for real. Mitch Garver led off with a single. Ty struck out. Urias had a base hit, moved Garver to third. Runners at the corners, and the 2-1 pitch to Demo. Jackson comes set. The pitch. Outside, 3-1. That slider not sharp here against Dylan Moore. And I'm going to assume Cal Raleigh is on deck. Or Zaval is probably out there, but Cal will come up once he's announced. The 3-1 from Jackson to Demo. Good hitters count. See if Demo can do something. Pops it up. Will it get out of play? It will not. Jeffers off at the mask. He doesn't see it. And it's going to go foul. Oh, hey, Mariners catch a break. Santana came running in there. Woo.
Oh, boy. Well, yeah, we want to get Raleigh up here because he's going to be lefty against a righty Jackson. So,
yep. That was a hanging slider, too. That was one that Demo could have done some damage with. All right, let's see if the Mariners can take advantage there. Jeffers didn't see it. So it's a foul ball. 3-2 on Demo. Runners at the corners. We'll see if he gives in, goes fastball. Setting up high. I think he's going to go with the same pitch he went to Ty. Try and paint that sinker. Inside. Slider didn't break. It either hit him, doesn't matter. Ball 4. Bases loaded here for the Mariners.
Don't sound excited about that, Jay.
I've seen too many throughout my years.
Yeah. As soon as I see bases loaded, I'm like, okay, well, here we go. that's the secret. They're going to get out of it now. They're going to change the pitcher. They're going to leave Jackson because Cal Raleigh was going to come in to pinch hit.
Yeah.
They're going with a lefty, too, so they're going to try to switch Cal to the right side.
Right side.
Cal does have 2 righty home runs so far this year.
Yep. He's been swinging the bat pretty good from the right side. I was trying to think, is there anybody else on the bench that you would maybe think, because I'm trying to think who's on the bench today. Cal, Luke Rayleigh, obviously.
Rivas.
Yeah, so not going to have him.
Pretty much.
Is that it?
Okay,
yeah, it's got to be. Yep, okay. Trying to think if I'm missing anybody. I feel like I'm missing someone. Why am I feel like I'm doing that? Urias or Garver. Yeah, no, that's it. All right. So yeah, got to be Cal. I mean, I would no problem with Cal either way. I was trying to think if there's a righty on the bench that was, a good hitter or something. Daniel Zamora. I remember him. I don't remember what year he pitched. I remember him being a reliever. William Cook actually Cal. Oh, I got 4 home. Okay, he's actually got 4 of his 8 have been right-handed.
Wow.
Even better.
50-50.
Yeah, even better. Yeah, Cal. I mean, let's go. Let's. You know what? Let's. I want to bust out a Dave Niehaus Grand Slam call. I don't think I got to do one last year. So
well, Cal was the hero against Josh Hader in Game 3 of the
Yep.
Astro series. He can be, a hero in Game 2.
Yep. Let's make it happen. All right. Hear me out. Bryce Miller takes an at bat. It's so funny with the bases loaded with this team. It is just like, and I'm excited. Like bases loaded is good, but there's a part of me that every time I'm like, they just can't be this bad with the bases loaded. So just the law of averages, eventually they should get a hit.
Are you making a trip
Remember,
to T-Mobile this year, Jay?
Not this year. Actually, my wife and I starting next year we're gonna do one baseball trip each year to see the Mariners. We're gonna start with Seattle next year, and then after that, we're gonna do a different ballparks, whether that's Petco or something like that. So might try and get my way down because I'm a pretty short drive to Angel Stadium and Petco, so might try to get down there this year. Not short drive, but 4 or 5 hours, doable for like a weekend, essentially. So, but next year I will be at T-Mobile. We're making a trip out of it.
Okay.
All right, Okert, the new pitcher, I believe a former Giant. Cal Raleigh up to plate, batting righty, actually hitting, and that's low ball 1. Actually, OPS as a righty this year, 921. As a lefty, 662. So even Cal running his reverse splits. 72 people in the chat. They are here for some magic from the dumper. Hopefully my wife's still watching. Cal's up, babe.
Dumper is in the game now.
Yep. She can turn it back on. Bases loaded. 1-0 pitch from Okert to Cal. Swing and a miss. Good slider. Cal out in front of it. 1-1.
Just get at least a sac fly, please.
Yeah, something just to get us some hope. Just hope. Cal 112 WRC plus this year. The 1-1 to Cal. Come set the pitch. Slider inside, 2-1. Good take by Cal. I don't mind him swinging that 1-0. Probably thinking he's going to get a fastball. Taking a swing at it. Okert not giving in, though. Mark Zipchinski. There's another name. 2-1 from Okert to Cal Raleigh. Come set the pitch. Line drive. Foul down the line. Oh. I am originally from Washington, yes. Born and raised there, but moved when I was very young. But Mariners, Seahawks, Sonics I have taken them with me. 2-2 on Cal Raleigh. Okert comes set. Garver at third. Urias at second. Demo at first. Good speed with Demo if Cal can put one in the gap. Okert comes set. His 2-2 to Cal. Fouls it off. Fastball high. Cal stays alive. Team gets my blood pressure up.
Yeah. Starting to feel those the anxiety jitters a little bit.
Yep. And only 125 more of these to go. Shout out Ty Dan. Wish he was real. Canadian people really. Well, I will definitely say absolutely shout out to Ty Dan Gonzalez, the man.
Yep.
2-2 to Cal Raleigh. The pitch. Outside, 3-2. I will take a walk as well.
Yeah. Well, I said it the other day. I was like, I feel like we've been on the receiving end of this would be like our 4th or 5th bases loaded walk run in. So it's like that has to be more than normal.
The 3-2. Cal with the drive. Deep left field. Get out the rye bread and the mustard, Grandma. It is grand salami time for Cal Raleigh. And the Mariners lead it 6-4. Let's go. Sorry if I was too loud there, everybody. I got
big dumper from the right side, too.
Yeah.
You thought you could flip him and it would matter? Absolutely not. Second deck, too. No doubt about it.
when I saw your comment, I was like, okay, something happened there.
Yeah,
because
I thought he walked in.
I did too, and I was like, okay, what's gonna happen? Let's go.
Wow.
Cal Raleigh.
Dude, ice
Cal
in his
is
veins.
oh my, that was crushed too. Absolutely crushed.
110 off the bat.
Grand slam.
445.
Holy
wow.
cow, that was crushed.
He literally hit it almost 450. Wow.
Oh my God. Crushed. Rojas takes a strike. All right, that was awesome.
Huge. So sick.
Let's go. Rojas takes strike 2. Let's keep it going. Let's keep this going. And let MD know. Anxious goes San Diego. I'll take absolutely. I will let you know. I will let you know. The 0-2 to Rojas. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sean has made an appearance. We're talking random Mariners. Yes. Good to see you, Sean. Welcome in. I liked the signing when they signed you. I liked it. I thought it was going to work out. So maybe that shows what I know. That was obviously a home run in all 30 parks for sure. But here is Julio. You know what? I'm putting the call for Julio. I am putting it in. Here's the pitch to Julio inside 1-0. By the way, 82 people in here. Smash that like button and then obviously hit sub on Jake's Trident podcast and then go over to Raise the Trident and hit subscribe on Jake's channel as well. And we might have a little something here with a good luck combo. The Beard Boys might have something cooking here for the Mariners. 2-0 to Julio. That thing was so crushed. I mean, that was just, I can't get over that. 2-0 to Julio. Okert's pitch. His little breaking ball catches the outside corner. 2-1. Good pitch. All started with a little infield hit from Mitch Garver as well. Pitch to Julio, outside 3-1. Okay, hear me out. Tony Zick was like so good against righties, and I think he got hurt. Jeff Weaver was the one that pitched for the Mariners. The 3-1 to Julio. Slices it foul. 6-4 Mariners, top of the 7th. If you're just joining us, the big dumper with a grand salami to give the Mariners a 2-run lead.
I'm trying to get a clip from the Cal.
I figured you were looking that up. Julio works a walk. Second walk today for Julio. We'll take it. Julio on base. Is that all? Yeah, Luke Weaver. Yes, Jeff. I don't remember Eric and Jim Weaver. I do not remember those names. That might be before my time a little bit. Or they just didn't do enough. Jorge Polanco from the right side. Let's see. There you go. I like it, modern day cowboy. What does he do? Gets on base. And that gets away from the catcher. I'm paying attention to the comments, and Julio moves into second base. Let's get a base hit here. Hannah's got the exit velo 110, 445. Crushed. Dumper with an absolute bomb.
I was trying to make a clip of it, but honestly, I don't know. Like, it's so confusing to do it on YouTube Studio, so I guess I'll do it tomorrow. So I'll like edit clips together, but okay.
The 1-0, yeah. Richie Sexton 05 was really good. Polanco takes a strike 1-1. Richie Sexton in 2005 had a 910 OPS as a righty in Safeco before they moved the fences in, which is actually pretty absurd. I can't imagine a righty having a 910 OPS in that ballpark. Obviously, offense was higher in those days. The 1-1, Polanco pops it up. Should be playable. Well, coming in is the center fielder, Margot. He's got it. That will retire the side. But the Mariners do get 4 on a grand slam from Cal Raleigh. We will head to the bottom of the 7th. It's the Mariners 6, the Twins 4. Now can the bullpen hold it? Mitchell says, like, oh, yeah, it's really cool. That's awesome. Was he a cool dude? Rob Johnson or Rob Whalen? Rob Whalen, I believe, only made 1 appearance for the Mariners. Rob Johnson made too many. He was not good, but I'll take Rob Johnson just for more sentimental value.
Oh, brother. Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
Well, hey, you got some of the good luck mojo too. You got the
Yeah,
better good luck mojo, to be
it's
fair.
true. I did get the grand slam, so now I got to hold him though in the seventh. So
Yes.
like it's
Yeah.
not over. My job still has work to do here. So see, the
Oh,
thing is, I get so excited. I'm like, oh gosh, we still got to get 9 outs against this lineup.
yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, and yeah, I believe we can do it. We have Munoz, we have Stanek, whether you feel comfortable enough or not, but
Well, going back to a great point you made earlier when they brought Inspire, you now have a lot more righties. So Stanek with the slider that they want him to use more, maybe against the right-handed hitters now, that makes more sense. Stanek versus those lefties, no thank you. But
yeah,
so yeah, I think that was a really good call by you, and I think it might have a chance to really pay off for the Mariners here.
yeah.
Are you
Okay.
talking about Rob Johnson there? He was so bad, but that team was so bad that like at the time I
Oh,
didn't like Rob Johnson, but
Jay, you need to hear the Goldie call of that home run. My
oh,
gosh,
that's the okay.
I'll DM you it.
Okay.
He is like yelling and clipping his mic. He's yelling so loud.
My favorite, I mean, obviously there's so many Goldie calls that are great, but one of my favorites is Julio hit a home run in 22 against the Astros. It was after the benches cleared and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And on the Astros call, you can hear Goldie in the background of their broadcast calling the home
Yeah.
run. Oh, Tyson Miller coming in here, bottom of the seventh.
Okay. Well, let's get through it.
Interesting.
Get through it. Because you're probably waiting for Stanek and Munoz for the 8th and 9th, I'd
Yep.
imagine.
And Miller's been solid. There's a strike to Miranda, the number 9 hitter. Yeah, Richie was a big dude. He was a big dude. Good numbers for Tyson Miller, 11 strikeouts, 1 walk. And he's going to get a nice call there, a little high, but he gets the call 0-2.
Okay.
0-2 from Miller. Miller's 0-2 to Jose Miranda. Come set the pitch. Line drive into right field. Haniger going over, and that is off the wall. That's going to be looks like a leadoff double for Jose Miranda. That is very frustrating. 0-2 to give that up. This Twins lineup is just relentless.
Yeah.
They just don't go away. Leadoff double. Slider just, right in that spot for a righty where they can just go the other way with it. They're just too elevated and very similar to the 0-2 pitch Castillo threw Vasquez yesterday. That's just right where you want it, 0-2, where you can do some damage with it. Here's Farmer.
Yep.
Fouls it off, 0-1. Well, you got a 2-run lead, so at least you're that run. I mean, you'd love to keep it 6-4, but the 0-1 to Farmer. Miller comes set the pitch way up high and outside, 1-1. Cal taking over behind the plate.
Do you both see live comments? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We both see it.
Yep. Sometimes we just, we're talking. We just can't get to them all the time, though. So, but yeah, we do see them. 1-1, fouled off 1-2. And I also just appreciate you guys in the comments today. Very nice discourse. Haven't seen anybody that I've had to kick out or anything like that. So thank you guys for being here with us.
Saucedo's one
Taylor's
the pen.
Yep.
Alcala.
Alcala.
Well, the Twins. Okay.
And Sauce. The 1-2 to Farmer, Tyson Miller. Comes set the pitch. Line drive, base hit into the gap. It is going to be 6-5. That's going to go all the way to the wall. And that's going to be a double. And here we go.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Oh, brother. I'm sure people on Twitter aren't going to have opinions on putting Tyson Miller in the game.
Yeah. Yep. The discourse is going to be something here. Shame because Miller's gotten ahead of both hitters, 2 strikes, and just not putting them away here. And I know they really like Tyson Miller, but that's, I mean, now you're kind of at a point, just hope to get out of it 6-6.
Yeah. Would you say you love to see it? Not anymore, I wouldn't, but I love to see the Cal homer, but since then it's kind of been downhill again.
Yep. This is where you miss. This is where you miss Brash and Santos right here, because if they're healthy, you got one of them coming in, and you feel really good about getting this game. Here's Margot. Grounder right to Urias at third, holds the runner, fires on to first in time. Big first out there, holds the runner at second, one down.
I meant the nice discourse in the chat. Yeah, I mean, it's been nice. It's good to be able to have like people, interacting and all that. So
yeah, definitely 100%. And I've been really lucky. I haven't had too much where I've been like, I think I've had to like boot a couple people, just for, and that's over like 2 years. So that's pretty good. Here is Jeffers. Did he go around? He did. He went around on that. He did. 0-1. Runner at second, one out, 6-5 Mariners. Miranda led off with the double. That was followed by Farmer, who had an RBI double. Margot grounded out. So runner at second, one down. Miller's pitch to Jeffers, fouls it off 0-2. Miller's getting ahead. He's just got to find a way to put him away.
Yeah. He's hanging those sliders in the middle of the plate on those 0-2 pitches.
Kevin, was it I think Zanino's just retired. I don't see that. And truthfully, last year he was probably about as bad as Zavala. So would give you a little pop. It'd probably be better, but I think he's probably just hanging it up. The 0-2 foul. One thing I'm seeing from Miller, just not a lot of swing and miss. Like he's getting the strikes, but
yeah, I think Kevin asked about Aaron Goldsmith on the Fox broadcast and how weird that must have been for him. And I would imagine it probably is pretty strange to have to be, somewhat impartial. And I think Goldie did a pretty good job. He sounded impartial for the most part, I would say. So
Miller turns around, looks at the runner. And the good news is there wasn't much to praise for the Astros in that game on Saturday. So it worked out pretty good for Goldie there. 0-2 from Miller to Jeffers here. Pitch clock at 4. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Runner going to third. Throw down to third. They got him. Double play. Strikeout. Throw him out from the dumper. That will retire the side. We'll head to the 8th. 6-5 Mariners. I apologize for the yelling. You guys, for all the people in my post games that are like, oh, you're so calm. I'm like, no, during the game, I am not.
Hal, dude. He came into this game and was like, I am going to win us this game. Wow. What a throw. Great tag
and here we go.
Too.
Yeah, it was huge. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. It's funny. Last week, Cal does that, and we're livid. Today makes the play, and if he throws that away and the runner scores, we're
having a different conversation. Yeah.
Yep.
What is your dream realistic acquisition at the trade deadline? If you didn't put realistic, I would have said Shohei Ohtani. But since you put realistic,
that's a good question.
Not a pitcher. I think we're fine on that front for the most part, other than maybe a bullpen piece. I think we're like kind of okay in the infield, to be honest. So have to be an outfielder.
I mean, can I say, I don't know how realistic it is, even though you said realistic, but like Luis Robert would be really cool to make like a big splash for this team, kind of like a Luis Castillo type move. Like I was listening to Locked On yesterday, and Colby and Ty were talking about like, a Luis Castillo type move. I think Robert would cost you more, honestly, just because of his age. And I think it could be realistic. It's just, it's going to cost a lot.
Yeah, agreed. Gosh, I'm not really good at trade stuff.
Me either. I
really only watch the Mariners games, so my knowledge outside of the Mariners and who they play is a bit lacking. Unfortunately, that's one of my kind of downsides.
And it's tough too, because like I don't know all the contract situations, so it's hard to be like, like Pete Alonso is probably realistic if Ty France struggles, but he's like Jake was saying earlier, he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year, so. You certainly don't want to give up a ton for him because I think he's a Boris client. So the odds of him re-signing are probably 0.
Yeah. Dadara said bring in Randy Arozarena, and that's not quite too far-fetched.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Actually, that probably is if the Rays stay out of it, it is probably, did they? Okay, we're back here. The umps are they saying Urias blocked him? What's going on here? because we're
There's no
showing the
way he
replay.
blocked him. He's
Yeah.
out too. He tagged him on the hand. Right
I
there.
wonder if
He
we're
tagged him
back
on
because
the
they,
hand.
yeah. Did
They
the
did.
Twins challenge?
Well, even if he did, he tagged him on the hand, so he's out.
Yeah. They came back showing the
they're still
replay.
they're still in the dugout, so I don't know.
Okay.
I think
This is
they
where
were
no
just looking
sound
at it
hurts
again.
us.
Yeah,
Okay.
they must have just been
Yeah.
looking at it again.
Yeah, I think they were just showing the play.
I think and the thing with the Rays is like what they're pitching, especially their starting pitching, is so beat up right now, and they have to overtake at this point the Orioles and the Yankees and probably the Blue Jays. I don't know how they do that with their starting pitching the way it is. So
Same.
it would be crazy. I would say that.
Yeah, that's probably out of like all the players to be available, probably your most realistic. I think Robert will probably end up being just too expensive for them, would be my guess. So I think a Rosarina would be like a good fit for this team to be. He was rumored in the offseason as well. And then I'll let Jake take the call if he's ready for the 8th.
Okay, well, Mitch Haniger is stepping up to bat. He has a home run already in this game, so he's going against Alcala. Takes the first pitch up and in for ball 1. I am really
wouldn't hate another run or two.
Sorry if I sound like a total dork at this point.
You're good. If you need me to step in, just let me know.
No, it's fine. It's just I'm so stuffed up. So I'm like, okay, here we go.
The Michael Jordan flu game.
Yeah, right. Well, Alcala pitches one way up in the zone for 2-0 count now. Cal deserves to be an all-star. I mean, maybe if he keeps this up.
Yeah.
The 2-0 pitch to Mitch Haniger. Alcala's set and throws. It's going to be popped up to, looks like Carlos Correa. It's going to be a quick out on a 2-0 count. Not what you want to see, but is what it is here. And I think we have, who's after Haniger? I think Garver and France, so we'll see. They could do some damage here. I would like 1 or 2 more runs at least.
Yep. I was just like another run would feel really good right now.
Yeah. Okay, Mitch Garver, the first pitch is up in the zone, but he gets the call. It's definitely not a strike, but he gets it.
I turned my head, just assumed it was a ball.
Yeah. 0-1 count to Garver. The pitch swings through I'm assuming that's a sinker or slider that went right under his bat there. It's now an 0-2 count pretty quickly here. Oh, 2 count to Mitch Garver. He takes that pitch now, went into the dirt. He's got a ball now. Bless you. Garver does have a hit so far today. Has a single to lead off. I think it was last inning. 1-2 count. Garver hits it to the second baseman, who ranges over and throws it to first. Now 2 outs in the top of the 8th.
Yeah, bullpen arm definitely, Mitchell. I think for sure, especially depending on Santos, and I think we assume Brash won't be back. Tanner Scott would make a lot of sense. Austin Adams on Oakland, former Mariner, I think would be a kind of a cool acquisition.
Mitchell, I'm glad you got the Marco card. That's all. You don't have to post or send me a picture as long as I know you got it. That's all I care about, just so it didn't get lost in the postal service system. First pitch to Ty France. He swings through a 99-mile-an-hour fastball at the top of the zone. 0-1 count. Cala throws. That's 99 painted on the outside part of the plate. Quickly 0-2 to Ty France. Now the 0-2 pitch from Alcala to Ty France. It's going to be a slider way off the plate. France, thankfully, takes the pitch. It's going to be 1-2. The 1-2. Ooh, hits off France 99 miles an hour off of his arm. Hopefully that got some of that protective gear there.
Yeah. Well, Ty back to being a pitch magnet last few games. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that gate went off his elbow guard.
Yep, right off the pad.
Because 99, that would have done some damage.
Yep.
But yeah, Ty gets to first base on a hit by pitch, and he actually went the whole season. Yesterday was his first hit by pitch of the whole season.
Yep.
But that brings up Luis Urias, who's a bit on a tear right now. Fouls it off his leg, it looks like, for strike one. He is not wincing in pain, so must have hit his shin guard there. Still gonna hurt, yeah, probably, but not gonna do any damage.
Yep.
Okay, the 0-1 pitch to Luis Urias. Can we get a good old knock from Mr. Luis here? Swings through a 91-mile-an-hour slider for strike two. I used to have a power for calling home runs before they happened, but it's kind of died down the last year or two.
Maybe it can come back right here. Let's see.
Yeah. The 0-2 pitch from Alcala looks like they're going to set up probably high on the plate. Nope, it's a slider. He hits right to second baseman. It's going to be the end of.
Thought that might get through.
It's very close, very close. No, I have this story, or a couple stories really, of I was watching, before I was a Mariners fan, I was at a Mariners game versus the Yankees, and Aaron Judge was up to bat. It was like the middle of the game. And I turned to my friend and I said, wouldn't it be crazy if he had a home run right now? And Judge legitimately hit the second farthest home run in T-Mobile Park history. That at bat.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Andrew Moore was the pitcher. Yeah.
Yeah. Hit it like basically to the top row of the bleachers in left field. And then I think this was like last year. I was at a Hillsboro Hops game, who's the high A affiliate for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
And I legitimately, and I'm not even kidding, I called like 3 home runs the same way that game. It was ridiculous. It was like the weirdest coincidence ever, and I was like, because after the first one I was like, okay, it happened again, like that's super cool. It's the same friend from the Judge home run, by the way, so he's freaking out. And then I do it a second time, and we're like, we're both like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And then I was joking again, being like, oh, would it be crazy? Literally next pitch hits one. I'm just like, okay, I gotta stop here. Like, this is ridiculous.
Gotta put the magic powers back in a little bit.
I know. Those are my favorite moments from games. It's so fun.
That home run that Judge hit there, I don't even think has still landed. That thing was absolutely oh my gosh. That one was definitely one of the furthest I've seen hit at T-Mobile. Zanino hit one, I remember, in 2018 that was like, another one hasn't landed. And going way back, 2005, I want to say, remember Vlad Guerrero hitting one off Jamie Moyer that was just like I thought was going to land in Seahawks Stadium at that point. It was just crushed.
Yeah. I actually have a video of the Judge home run on my phone, and I did a slow-mo thing. And I stopped the slow-mo as soon as he hits the ball, and you could hear me as soon as the slow-mo hits going, oh my God, no way, like that, like reacting in the background. So funny.
I think that the Mariners win that game.
I don't remember, to be honest with you, because that was like 2018 or something. The pitch from Saucedo, that's going to be in the gap to left center. I don't know who that is. Is that Kepler?
That's Kepler.
It's Kepler. Yeah, he hits a double lead off Taylor Saucedo.
I'm kind of growing to hate the Twins a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, right.
They are just go away.
I wanted us to go get Kepler this offseason.
Yeah. I think if I remember Jerry talking, they did ask about him in the Polanco trade, but I think the Twins just wanted too much.
Well, it's 2 pitches in the Saucedo's outing and already given up a double to Kepler, who is speedy. Gonna have to keep everyone else in the infield. Carlos Correa's up to bat now. He has been absolutely annihilating the Mariners so far this series. The first pitch, back foot slider, goes for ball 1. Okay, 1-0 count to Correa. It's gonna be way outside for ball 2. Well, can't get them out on balls for the most part. That is Colby from Locked On's. Yeah, I know. He's talked a lot about Kepler during the offseason, too. 2-0 pitch from Saucedo. Another back foot slider goes for a ball. He's now in a 3-0 deficit to Carlos Correa. I'm not going to intentionally walk him because you have 0 outs.
Right.
Normally, you think maybe you just give him up for a double play, especially with how Correa's been this so far. Especially yesterday was just absolutely going ham. He is 0 for 3 so far today. Okay, 3-0 pitch from Saucedo.
Take it.
Is going to be outside, but he gets the call for strike 1. That was pretty generous.
Yep, big time.
Just a couple inches off the plate. And Saucedo get Carlos out here. 3-1 pitch. Carlos pops it up. It's going to be really difficult, though. Haniger is just under it in foul territory.
Okay.
Kepler does not advance to third, so we now have 1 out with Kepler on second.
Big first out, doesn't advance the runner. Nice throw in there from Mitch. Okay.
Yep, at this point now you maybe consider walking someone to get that double play going. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
don't know if you want to put the
go
go-ahead.
So
yeah. I don't know if you want to put the go-ahead run on either. It's. I think we're getting a pinch hitter here.
10 seasons. So well, he seems fast. So
I thought he was a speeder guy too. Could have sworn I've smelled.
He's
I mean, that's 3.5 steals a year.
He's slim and athletic. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't like stealing bases. It looks like they're actually going to pinch hit for Kirilloff here. I do not know who this is.
Austin Martin. I don't know anything about him, but he's hitting .231, 1 homer, 6 RBIs.
There we go.
He's got a wide receiver number 82.
Saucedo comes set. First pitch to Martin. It's outside for ball 1. 68% success rate. So yeah, okay. Well, I guess I take back my whole speeder thing. Maybe. Pitch from Saucedo.
He could still be
way outside.
He could be a decent base runner. I mean, I don't know at all, but like he could still be a good base runner, but not a like a good base stealer.
I mean, needless to say, a base hit's probably going to score him.
Yeah.
He's probably, fast enough for that. 2-0 pitch to Saucedo. Inside fastball, perfect.
Great
Paints
pitch.
The corner.
Beautiful pitch.
It's going to be 2-1. Probably a sinker, actually. Yeah, I think he only has a sinker. Pitch from Saucedo. Outside. 3-1 again. I would like to get a head of hitters maybe a bit more often.
Yeah.
I am a little surprised they didn't go with either Stanek or Munoz. I mean, I get,
Yeah.
It's the bottom of the 8th.
I think, Stanek's been kind of shaky last few outings.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're just seeing what they can get from Miller. And here with Sauce, you had some lefties due up. So, I do get it. And obviously Munoz will probably go the 9th, assuming, they hold the lead. We'll find out here in a minute, but.
Saucedo does have a full count on Martin. Can he put him away? The pitch. He's going to get the ground out to tie. It's going to be a close play. Saucedo does not get there in time. And Saucedo, wow, he slips really down. And that's injured.
And they're going to score out of that. That's ridiculous.
Kepler's going to score.
How do you not get a timeout for that?
Saucedo slipped or something, fell on his back really hard. He is still down.
That's all and that's the most BS run of all time. Pardon my language there.
Yeah, that ties up the game. Kepler wasn't even sure if he should go or not.
I feel like he should have to go back. Like, I get the ball still in play.
Yeah, I don't really understand how. Oh, he's looking at his knee too. That's not good.
Oh God, no.
Ooh, Taylor's going to be out for a while, I think.
Yeah, that is going to be
the way he's down right now. This is not something.
No, and the fact that he did not just get his hand stepped on or something. They're
holding
down.
his calf, so maybe it's more of a calf or ankle thing. Hopefully not like an Achilles thing.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Mitch. I don't want to like talk, guys down hurt, but it's like that should be like it's a dead
Where does he
ball. Like
slip though?
almost
Oh, it's
slips
when
after.
when he stepped on the base, his
Yeah.
leg buckles. That's a
Oh
torn
yeah.
Achilles if
Yep.
I've ever seen one, dude.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, there had to have been a pop right there. I think he tore his
Yep.
Achilles. Yeah, he's in pain immediately too. That's
Yeah.
100% Achilles.
Yeah.
Yep, you can see
Yep.
his
You can
leg
see it. You can see
recoil.
it.
Oh, I feel horrible for Taylor, dude.
That's
That
awful.
sucks. Oh God, that's like that. I mean, he's out for the season there.
Yep. Yep. Same. Taylor's such a cool guy too. It's
Yeah,
just
he's like my
uh
third favorite right now.
yeah.
Such a good guy. You could tell, dude.
Well, and not to mention this bullpen is already short, and now you got another reliever that's been lights out this year that is going to be. But I actually think Scott's talking to the ump right now about, that should be a dead ball in that situation. I hate I hate talking about the situation because more important issue is Taylor Saucedo's injury here.
Wow. That's that puts a pretty big damper on this game, does
Yeah.
not. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what the rule book looks like for that type of thing as far as when the play becomes dead.
I think it's still
I
in play.
I think rule wise, I don't think the
Yeah.
Twins like did anything illegal by
No,
going.
I'm with
I
you.
think it would have been nice if Kepler would have like not went for the sake of sportsmanship, maybe, but
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, no, he's got a. I don't. I remember a couple
They
years.
showed the replay, by the way. His
Is
leg buckles as soon as he hits that first base, and you can see the
Yeah,
recoil. That's 100% toward Achilles
yeah, yeah,
for
and he's not
sure,
putting any weight on that or anything. So, well,
dude.
tie game.
Wow. Well, Ryan Stanek comes in to take over.
Yep.
They are going to look at the play. It looks like I don't know. The umpire said something. We don't have the audio, so I can't tell
Yeah.
what the umpire said. But they're probably going
If
to talk this over. I don't know. Because for
I
me, it's
mean,
like that is such a BS way to give up
it is
the
like
the tying run.
like you said, it's um by the rules. I don't. I think the run is going to count. I think if I think if Sauce is able to flip the ball there to tie or something, and then he can or I think Sauce has to put up his hands, but the poor guy's down there with a torn Achilles
Well, and
more than
Kepler's off
likely.
the base at third, so Kepler's not
Yeah,
rested at third or anything. So he's
right.
kind of looking and not sure what to do.
Yeah,
Okay, well let's not say it should have been Stanek to begin with. Let's not get into those talks, please.
yeah,
This isn't
yeah.
the
I
time
think.
to be talking about like who should have been in, when you should have pulled Saucedo, all that stuff. Like
Yeah,
that's not what we should be discussing right now, frankly.
and truthfully, not to like Sauce did his job there. He got a soft ground ball that it was unfortunate. The tie was just shaded so far over, that he couldn't get the out. So. Oh, Mitchell says he did put his hand up to call time. And this is like,
Well,
oh no, that's the runner.
I don't
That's
know.
never
Well,
mind.
it wasn't Taylor who did it. Taylor didn't put up
Yeah,
his hand, so
that's
I
the
don't know if
thing.
that's what matters because he had the ball still the whole time.
Yeah.
But regardless, it looks like the run's going to count. So brutal.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
like Jake said, I think just by the rules that is, and I like, I like what's Kepler kind of supposed to do there. Like, I get it. Oh, we're back already. Okay. Well,
well, Stanek first pitch to Willie Castro as a strike, 98 down the pipe there. Oh, brother. Well, that took a
I don't
pretty
know if
fun
that's
game to not being fun at all.
right.
Like,
Gosh, what a
ugh.
what a roller coaster.
That's is that an earned run? I think so technically because it
Yeah,
is
I don't know.
Kepler. Kepler got on because of
Right.
a hit, not because of an error. Well, Stanek has Castro 1-1. We have a runner on first with one out. Stanek picks off to first base is not successful. Okay, the 1-1 pitch from Stanek to Castro. Was a steal on the side of Martin, however, Castro fouls it off.
Just for, I mean, obviously the most important thing is, we want Taylor Saucedo to be okay. Just brutal all the way around there.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be pretty. We need to win this game now, like at least, please.
Yeah, win this one for Sauce, guys.
Sorry, I spilled or some salsa spilled without me knowing, so I'm cleaning that up.
Oh, on the hat too.
Everything's just going crazy now. Okay, 1-2 pitch from Stanek to Castro is a nice strike 3, 89 miles an hour, breaks at the top of the plate into the zone.
Yeah, exactly, Trevor. I mean, boy, what a game for me and Jake to do our first live stream together. The highs, that dumper grand slam, then down to that, just,
That's rough.
Yeah, like I'm with you. Like it feels like it should have been a dead ball there.
Stanek is now facing Carlos Santana here. This would be a really bad time for Santana to.
Yeah, we talked about that last time. That would just be the icing.
He's got a 1-0 count on Santana. The pitch outside. Santana takes a hack at it though. It's gonna be 1-1. Okay, 1-1 pitch to Santana. Raymond upside, and Santana swings through a 99 miles an hour fastball. Santana's not trying to hit a single. You're right. He is trying to take that 99 miles an hour fastball 450 for sure.
Yep.
The 1-2 pitch fouls him off. Oh, well, that feels like the energy just went out of this stream, dude. Jeez. Oh, I feel horrible, man. We'll talk about it in a second. But yeah, 1-2 to Santana. Be way outside for ball 2.
All right, come on, put him away. Let's get to the 9th, get a run.
2 outs, Stanek the 2-2 pitch to Santana. Can he get him out here? Nope, he is going to miss that pitch for 3-2, full count. Okay, full count to Santana from Stanek. Oh, Santana crushes it. 99 miles an hour. It is to Julio, though, thankfully. For out number
I thought
3.
off the bat that was in the gap.
Oh, brother.
I thought for sure that was a gap shot off the bat.
Yeah, that was close. Ugh.
Well, hoping Duran is not available here.
Yeah, I mean, it is a tie game, I will say, but I guess they didn't have a problem with that last night.
Yeah. Jeff, appreciate the kind comment. I actually did a lot of live streams last year. I had more time. My job afforded me to do more live streams. So this year it's going to be hit or miss when I can do them. I'm going to try to do like one a month at least. And then Jake was kind enough to join me for this one. So, but thanks for stopping in, Jeff. Appreciate it. I still kind of think it maybe should have been blown dead. I mean, the guys, I don't know. I probably should just prayers up for Sauce. That should probably be what I stick with that, but
I'm sure someone's going to tweet out like what the rule is, but
yeah, I think you're right. I think by the rule, it's probably the right. I don't know, but he's laying there. Like, I feel like you could be like, okay, like dead ball. He's clearly hurt. Like, it's not like it's not like in a normal situation there Kepler would have scored. You know, I could understand if like he was already halfway down, you can't stop that. But, you know, he was standing at third, then he kind of moved off the base and then went, I don't know. Yeah, Kevin, and I don't know I think Sauce might be the only one that can do that, or the umpire in that situation. So I hate to say it's one of those spots where I just don't know that rule all that well.
I think the problem is, and I think it would have been fine if somehow Saucedo blew timeout with Kepler like clearly stationed on third base. Then it would have been fine. However, Kepler was kind of going back and forth, not really sure what to do to start out with. So he's in the base path still. And Saucedo has the ball in his glove the whole time. So makes sense why they can't blow it dead, even though if I was, I wish Kepler would have had the wherewithal to, you know, maybe not try to advance home on that type of thing. However, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. So
it's tough. Oh, and I guess Dylan Moore's got a 1-1 count here. I apologize, guys. 87 people in here. Smash that like button, hit subscribe on both our channels. Thank you both for joining us. Pitch to Demo, fly ball, left field, going back to the wall. It is off the wall in left field. Dylan Moore's going to be running. He's going for second. He's going for third. He might sorry, just triple for Dylan Moore. That was the worst.
That might be
ever.
Inside the park.
I thought it was going to be for a second. I thought it. That's why I went.
Lead off triple for Dylan Moore in the top of the ninth, baby. That's what we like to see. Win it for Sauce, man. Win it for Sauce.
Win this for Sauce, guys. Come on. That's why I stumbled, because I thought it might be inside the park home run for a second. Kind of a weird jump there by Martin. Dylan Moore is crushed too. Runner at third, nobody out. For the love of everything, please get this run home.
Sack fly, dude. Please.
Seriously.
Sack fly. Cal.
Seriously.
We got lefty
Cal takes
Cal
up high ball one. Lefty Cal's been worse than righty Cal this year. So small sample. 91 people in here. Let's go. Let's bring home a dub. Come on.
I'm curious if it's like I'm curious if it's 91 people live, or sometimes the Twitter view can like put that up, because I'm doing it in my Twitter too. So I don't know.
Hey, either way, love it. Love having this many people in here. So whether it's from Twitter, from both our channels, we're all in this together right now. The 2-0 to Cal is a ball inside. Cal gets that call, 3-0.
Well, Mitchell, the problem is if they give him one base, Kepler still scores. That would be the base he would be given.
The 3-0 for Cal. He takes a strike, 3-1. Yeah, and I won't even get on Kepler. Like, I mean, it's unfortunate, just part of the game. I hate to say that, but it's just so unfortunate. It's just the 3-1 to Cal. Inside, ball 4, runners at the corners, even a double play, although they'd probably try to throw home here. I don't know if they just turn a double play. I'll bring up Josh Rojas.
Runner at this point with the
they won't just they're not going to sacrifice a run here for a double play, but runners at the corners.
Ooh. Come on, Joshy.
Josh Rojas up. Yeah, I think that whole thing, I mean, first of all, the Mariners deserve a W here for Sauce, number one. Number two, is just such a unfortunate circumstance overall. Like, you know, if that happens with nobody on, you know, it's still brutal for Sauce, but nobody scores there. It's just everything about that. And then the fact that the game was 6-5 makes it even worse. Just everything stacked there made it just so frustrating. But, you know, if Mariners can win, the first and foremost thing is just, I'm gutted for Sauce, man. He's such a good guy too.
Yeah. Well, and he's a big leader in that bullpen too.
Yep.
You could tell from his interviews. He is a very well liked guy in that clubhouse and that bullpen. So that's a big blow in that side as well.
Absolutely. And you know, Sauce is a guy that he'll be hanging in the dugout with the guys. Like, he is definitely that type of guy. So, but still, just to not have that leadership, and you know, on top of that, you're already down Brash and Santos. So a bullpen that has gotten thin is, you know, obviously we don't know yet, but it's hard to imagine that's not season ending. Here's Rojas. Fouls it off, 0-1. Got to get this run home still. Like, runners at the corners right now. Nobody out. Top of the ninth. Dylan Moore with a triple to lead off, which I thought for a second might be an inside the Parker. Cal
I'll
Raleigh
even take a
walk.
double play at this point, as long as it's
Yeah,
the second, the first.
Right. Here's the 0-1 to Rojas. Line drive into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to score Demo, and it's going to keep the line moving. MVP Josh Rojas comes through for Sauce.
Oh,
7-6
I love Josh
Mariners.
Rojas so much. Oh my gosh.
His at-bats.
Diamondbacks, thank you.
His at-bats are so good. Like, he is just, he reminds me a lot of JP last year. That's the first vibe I kind of get from him.
Yeah.
He works the count. It's line drives. It's perfection. I don't know how to say that without sounding weird. Here's Julio swinging for the downs, 0-1. But he is just so dialed in. And the guy I wanted up in that spot is Josh Rojas with runners at the corners. Like, he's going to come through.
Yep.
The 0-1 to Julio. The pitch is a ball, 1-1. 7-6 Mariners. Would love to see a few more runs here, though, with this Twins lineup.
Yeah. Can't imagine Munoz is getting really hot right now.
Yep.
Get that save.
Yep. The 1-1 to Julio. Ground ball, foul. I will say, too, I don't know if he was getting loose when Sauce came out, but kudos to Ryan Stanek for coming in there. That's a tough spot to come into with the injury there, and delivered a couple big outs. So Stanek definitely deserves, a little credit there. Julio 0 for 2, does have 2 walks. Cal's on at second. Rojas is on at first. Nobody out here, top of the ninth. Alcala comes set. His 1-2 to Julio is up high. Good take for Julio, 2-2. That's a pitch that he has trouble laying off of. Yeah, win this one for Sauce.
When JP comes back, Dylan Moore is going to go on the to the bench. That's all it's really
Julio, line drive. That's going to get down for a base hit. I don't think he'll score, Cal, but it's going to load him up with nobody out. Julio Rodriguez with a base hit.
There we go. That brings up Jorge Polanco. He has a potential for a good old grand salami. Jorge Polanco.
Yes. Could I get to call 2 grand slams again?
Yes, you might be able to. Start channeling Niehaus now.
Boy, I'll tell you, for our first game together, we picked a doozy. This has been
yeah.
And a long one, too. So much for that, you getting out early, being sick game. It's going on 3 hours.
It's fine. Are you doing a I'll wait.
Polanco swings and misses. No, you're good. Go ahead. Polanco swings and misses.
Are you doing a post game for this?
Yeah, I'll probably do a post game still. It'll probably be a shorter one. I'll probably go grab some dinner and then come back and do the post game. So,
gotcha.
Yeah. The 0-1 to Polanco. Come on, guys. Bust this open. Fouls it off 0-2. Well, right now when JP comes back, and it sounds like he's getting closer to being back. Scott talked about him getting close to 100%. I'd imagine Rivas is obviously the first guy gone. I've honestly forgotten he's on the team, to be perfectly honest. 0-2 to Polanco. The pitch. He went around. Strike 3. Ugly swing. Bad at bat for Polanco.
Oof, rough. I was going to say with Rivas, I mean, even though he's not playing, at least he's getting that league minimum paycheck every day he's up, which I think is like, it's like $3,000 a week or something. It's crazy, which good for him.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I'd like to see him get some more at bats. I think we'll see him one of the games here. Here's Mitch Haniger. Fly ball, right field, pretty deep, going back. Kirilloff or Kepler at the wall makes the catch, but this will score Cal Raleigh. Really nice at bat by Mitch Haniger. Gets that second run across. 8-6 Mariners.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Nice job by Mitch. Not getting cute there, not waiting. Alcala throws really hard. Just get that running. Nice job by Mitch.
I do want to point out, for all the talk we've had about this offense, they have 8 runs on the board right now. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good game on the offensive side.
And one thing we called out early was like, hey, can the offense bail out the pitching? Now, you still got, this game's not over, but they've done what they need to do. 104 people in here. Thank you, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, they've
probably going to see Miranda, Farmer, Margot.
Sure. I mean, I hope Munoz can get through that. Runners at the corners for Garver. Let's get another run here. There's a strike at 99. Alcala will likely be down tomorrow for the Astros, the Twins.
Yeah. Well, at this point, this is the second inning of work, too.
Yep.
34 pitches, yep.
The 0-1 to Garver. In the dirt, gets away. This it bounced right back. It does advance Julio, but Rojas can't score. That was like a perfect bounce for the Twins there.
Yeah.
1-1. That just gets away and then just perfectly bounces back there. He might have been able to. No, I think they would have gotten him.
Yeah.
Garver even told him, hold up. Yeah. Yeah. But a base hit now does score 2 because Julio did move into second. So if Garver can just poke one out there, Mariners will bust this game open. A little second pitch com issue today.
Yep. They, electronics are not perfect, unfortunately.
Nope.
So I've always been curious, like how loud those are if you're standing next to them. Like what's the distance before you can't hear them? Because I know, like, I think one infielder gets it as well. Usually the shortstop gets it. So I'm curious, like, how loud that would be for a base runner.
That gets away, and this will score, Josh. Well, maybe not. Coming home, safe. Rojas is in there. Another wild pitch. Another run for the Mariners. They take a 9-6 lead.
Huge.
That one was close, too.
3-run lead, though. I mean, you have to feel pretty good about Munoz.
Yeah.
Now. I mean, well, I mean, if Julio scores, it's not even a save opportunity anymore.
True. I with the way the Twins, I'm still bringing in Munoz. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
And he's probably warmed up anyways, so you might as well go with him. Yep, clearly safe there.
Josh Rojas, man. Huge ninth inning for him.
Great. Yeah. It's just even that, like a perfect slide. And I'm just going nuts for Rojas here. He just does everything right. Like,
yeah, he does.
The 2-1 to Garver. That's in their first strike, 2-2. 9-6 Mariners here, top of the 9th. Runner at third, 2 outs. I'll call this will be his 38th pitch of the night. The 2-2 up high to Garver, 3-2. Ty France on deck.
Would rather Garver does something here.
Same. I'm pulling for Ty. Like, if Ty gets up, come on, Ty, do something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
The 3-2 to Mitch Garver. The pitch. Up high, ball 4. So Ty will get a shot with runners at the corners here. And Alcala is just eating it right now. He's just you got to finish this for us, guy.
At this point, yeah. Because it's a 4-game stretch, so you need to have some guys ready for tomorrow.
Yep. Oh, now we're getting Cody Bolton is getting loose. Probably, Ty does some here. All right. Do you have a favorite cereal, Jake?
I don't eat cereal very often, but when I do, I like Raisin Bran Crunch. I'm not gonna lie.
Really good.
Raisins are nice. The crunch of the granola is good. The flakes themselves, I mean, don't really take away from it. So I'll put that. Sorry, I'm gonna change my mind. Dulce de leche Cinnamon Toast Crunch are really good.
Oh,
the Dulce de leche version. Oh my
yes.
God. So insane.
All right, the Jay and Jake Cereal Food Network blog has officially been launched. So I got a confession. I despise milk. I do not drink milk at all. I like cereal dry. I'll munch on it, and Captain Crunch is my favorite. But that Cinnamon Toast Crunch Deloche is so good. My kids eat that, and I'll eat it for a snack just out of the box.
What if you have something really chocolatey?
If
you let's just say you have a chocolate, like a piece of chocolate cake or something really chocolatey, you don't wash it down with milk?
No, I'll have a drink. I'll have a water or something. I know it sounds really odd. But yeah, I am just chocolate milk. I can do. That's funny. Like chocolate milk, I'll drink. Okay, I don't like plain milk.
For sure.
That's what I've heard. I've never had that with the cinnamon, with the Captain Crunch, but everybody tells me that. I've been left in the dust for my no milk. Ty France into the gap. That is going to get down for a base hit. There you go.
Ty France.
That'll score Julio. 10-6 Mariners. Good job. Good for you, Ty.
Nice.
Everyone doing it for sauce.
He needs that.
Yep. I wouldn't be shocked if Sauce told him, get that W for me, guys, when he was going in there.
Well, my thing with this team, and I've said it a couple times on videos or on Twitter or whatever, it's like last year, this team had a penance for anytime they got kicked in the mouth or had something just really bad go their way, they would just roll over and die. And the rest of that game was just no energy, no nothing. I've seen differently this year so far. You saw it in Houston, especially in Game 3. You're seeing it tonight. Like, a really big guy for you goes down, and they score 4 runs in an inning.
Yep. And you mentioned that. I was listening to your Twins preview while I was at work, actually, and you were talking about that, how just the type of game that they lost in the past. And this would have been it. And here they are. It's not over yet. Here's Urias takes inside 1-1. All right. Mitchell, not going to lie, that made me laugh. Kepler probably did. Piss off the baseball gods. I'm not going to blame. I get it. It is kind of like, it's kind of a bad look, but it's also, I mean, he's there to play. He wasn't trying to. And that's up high to Urias 2-1.
I think this is the first 10-run game. I'm pretty sure the highest has been 9 so far.
Did they score 10 in the second doubleheader game against the Rockies? That's the only one I can think.
Well, I think it was 9 though, but I can.
Was it? Yeah. They scored 7 the first. So 2-1 to Urias, swing and a miss, 2-2. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm sorry with the milk. Something about milk just doesn't. There's a great head of hair getting warmed up in the Twins bullpen. He's not wearing a hat. Thunderberg, that is a great head of hair. He's got to show that off. The 2-2 to Urias. Strike 3. Wow. Okay, ball 3. All right. That was a beautiful pitch. Poor Alcala. He's like, I'm done. I can't do this. Farmer with Sauce type of game. Yeah, great performance for the offense. Really gutted for Sauce, though, big time.
The 3-2 they did get 10 in the Game 3 of the doubleheader. Yeah. Or Game 2.
Urias hits that off the ground into the air. Correa makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th. It is the Mariners 10, the Twins 6. Do you want to take the bottom of the 9th, try to bring us home, or do you want me to finish it off?
You can take it home. That's fine.
Okay. All right. You had the Jordan flu game. You stepped up tonight. So
yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm getting to that point now. I'm just like, okay,
yeah,
let's put it home here.
I'm with you. I'm exhausted. I'm hungry. Like, please just make this a quick 1, 2, 3 night.
Yeah. Well, we're at 3 hours now, so that's how long the game's been going, because we started this 10 minutes before the game started.
Yep.
Or at least, well, no, you started it like 15-ish.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I do appreciate you hanging out and coming on with me, man. It has been a blast having you on. So thank you so much.
No, I definitely want to do more this year in general. Just whenever I can. It's a little tough with like kids, as you probably know. It's just like, okay, my daughter's fallen asleep on the couch. So
been there.
Yeah.
No, it's the same for me. It's like I said, my work's been tough to have the hours to do these. And then, it's hard because like I said, with, we both have families, and it's hard to get 3.5 hours. I always watch the game, but I'm still, we're still doing dad husband duties while we're, out there. Yep. So it's not, whereas in here, we're in the rooms here, and surprised my kids haven't barged in. They normally do at some point.
Mariner Mojo tweeted Pete Alonso and Paul Goldschmidt could never. Yep.
All right, we have someone backing up my milk too. All right, water's with me. Honestly, it's not to me that's like my wife loves milk. She's milking Oreos all the time. So it's just there's something about milk. It's not refreshing to me, and I just don't like the taste. I don't know.
Well, thank you to Jay's audience for getting me to 300. So I appreciate that.
Nice. Congratulations, man. Absolutely. Well deserved.
Trying to get to 500 by All-Star break. That's like my goal.
Let's go.
I'm trying to hopefully get to maybe 1,000 by the end of the season.
Absolutely. Keep grinding. I mean, you go back my post-game videos last year, there's a lot of like 17 views, 20 views, 19.
Yeah.
And it's just, you find that community. I've been so blessed to have a great community here. So here is Munoz. They are going to go with Munoz, and we've already got, it looks like an issue with maybe Munoz coming set there. Oh, another pitch com issue. Munoz is talking to Ty. Maybe a pitch com issue. Loving the live stream. Yeah, absolutely, Trevor. Thanks for joining us. Glad you guys have hung out, to hang out with us. I've got a pretty good life, cowboy, but but there are things, so it's just not my thing. I respect it. Hey, if you guys enjoy more, hey, that's more milk for you guys because I'm not buying any. So actually my kids drink a ton, so that's not true. Munoz pumps in strike 1 here to Miranda, 0-1. 97. I don't blame Scott going to Munoz here with this Twins lineup. Just get the outs. The 0-1.
Let's get this game over with, please.
Seriously. 1-1 in the dirt. Miranda has singled, made an out. It doesn't tell me what he did, and then a double. So Miranda's had a nice game, a couple hits. Number 9 hitter, just another pesky guy. The 1-1. Ground ball to short. Dylan Moore's got it. Flings it over to first, and there's one down here. 2 outs away. How about Demo today? Triple, double. Nice game for Dylan Moore.
That's why I wasn't surprised they didn't pinch hit for him earlier in the game, because he had already had a double. So, yeah.
Yep. No, that was a good call, because initially I'm like, wait, why isn't Rayleigh hitting? I'm like, well, Dylan Moore's actually been pretty good this year. So here is Kyle Farmer. He takes inside for a ball, 1-0. Mariners 2 outs away from a victory. It would be their 20th of the season. Texas did win today, so the Mariners would not move back into first place, but still need the W. The 1-0 to Farmer. Swing and a miss at 97, 1-1. Farmer 159 on the year, no homers, 6 RBIs. I think one of those came today. The 1-1 for Munoz to Farmer. Swing and a miss, strike 2. You can hold on to this game too. You won the Emerson Hancock start, and you got Gilbert and Kirby going the next 2 days. So that's another huge positive. Munoz comes set. His 1-2 to Farmer. Up high, 2-2. Thought he might get the call there. 98 from Munoz. This next pitch will be number 8 on the inning from Mr. Munoz. He comes set. His 2-2. Way outside, 3-2. No free passes. I don't want this to get. Just get through this. 1-2
game, please.
I know. If anything, for us, we're tired.
Yeah.
3-2. Munoz comes set. His 3-2 to Farmer. Ground ball right to second base. Polanco's up with it. On to first in time. 2 away. Okay. Now I'm breathing.
Yeah. Just a bit. Yeah. Kirby
tomorrow
and Paddock
night, George.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
Wow. Yep.
Good matchup. Paddock's ERA is a little high, but that strikeout to walk ratio is pretty solid.
Yep.
Mitchell agreed. That's going to be a great matchup. Offense was great tonight, Kevin. It did exactly what we needed them to do, and then some. Margot takes outside 1-0. Is Kyle Farmer the one that played in The Blind Side, the movie? Is that? I actually haven't seen that movie, to be honest. My wife loves that movie, but although then it came out that they were took money from the guy, so I don't know anymore. But 1-0. Line drive foul, 97.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the offense goes, I mean, you really can't complain when they score 10 runs.
No.
You can't say anything really bad at that point.
Exactly. Man, they had 2 runs going into the 7th. It's crazy, right? That was the top of the 7th. The 1-1. Did he go around? I don't know, because again, they showed it too late. I don't think he did. He didn't. Nope. 2-1. I can't wait to hear the Goldie call on the Cal Grand Slam.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I love Goldie. 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. My dream is to have Goldie on this show. That is my absolute just.
He's my big off-season target right now.
Nice. I would take Blowers and Sims too any day, but Goldie would be the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, strike 3. That is your ball game. The Mariners defeat the Minnesota Twins 10-6. They put a bow on this one. Before we head out of here, because I think we are both exhausted from that game. Yeah. And Jake is under the weather, so I'm going to let him go. But thank you all so much for joining us for this live stream. Mariners get the W. They're 1-0 with the Bearded Boys doing the stream together. That's huge. Right. Remember to like, comment, or maybe not comment anymore, but remember to like and subscribe to both our channels. It helps us out tremendously. And Jake, man, thank you so much for joining me. I had a blast, man. Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. And hopefully we can do this at some point later on in the season. So we'll pick another game for that they need to win by 10 runs.
There we go.
Get 10 runs.
And if they don't pull it out, people will start calling for us more. So thank you guys in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Jake, go get some rest, man. Appreciate all of you in the chat today. You guys rock. You guys kick butt. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the stream. Love you all. Take care. Jake, thank you again. Sub to both
Thank you.
channels. Great W. Let's go get another one tomorrow. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.